Kano wa beno. Brand kano wa beno.
Bread wachina kunyao. Ishiraka neat etiefo nyina. Ozioma adakabri ni oribo bebie.
Kano wa beno.
Yasi okwan twa asuo. Ena suo twa okwan. Panyin ni hwan a yebo okwan betu asuo. Ozioma adakabri frimpong manso. Wachina kunya bebie.
Ya mama how na ya mama tena se enso so ya free neat 100.9 FM so ene se ye ba mana suyi na ene ye wuku ada kuta wonsabo some ena ye womi ni de toso aduo no eda Deputy Commissioner of Police Basifori Director General Public Affairs of the Ghana Police Service ene ya pulling out na Basifori eye Toyota Tundra isono na Kwasifori senior officers etwe ahomen etwe yo ne beto ne twene eye police training school National Police Training School depot enkrahai ye beto no twene ano ho yese nene de twato a obehye prosi atade oh prosi panyini na me kokogya Kwasifori na pede Kwasifori kuta enwura pita na wonyam ni fanyam bonkum afedie Kwasifori bekasa Deputy Commissioner of Police afedie de dru baabie no na jese eye ne ne afam na atunu se esun ana wasi na ni chichi oh President na dia ni kan say eye Deputy Commissioner of Police Kwasifori jese wo frɛ ni nuanom mienu ana ni nua efa kwabro so ansasa meti hɛn na no hininto awa MPP ena ogina ne bonkum so ena setofori egina ne nifa so of the NDC wa same way Rosie Panyini na chese o se dia bi aberebeto bi ayempoyem chese ni nuanim bi o MPP ni nuanim bi o NDC ena chese ADAKABRI Mamudu so gina na chi chese me so me ye media oh Rosie Panyini wa ye bien papa Kwasifori ye bien etie ne ena de twato a eye wadi prosi ewo man hase na under extreme pressure Kwasifori beto no boase aka ne mako inti ene oye Deputy Commissioner of Police retired eye Mr. Kwasifori na wabafie oroprosi atade na wontimi ensa mfa nhye biem inti gise ye de to reserve list ebia bibi kire wo mo so a o makwa kobusa no na frames ni photo fefe we say ye mam say photo na fe pa bra ebe describe Kwasifori photo e mame so ahono Kwasifori photo ane
oya brantie
papa oya brantie fo
nanim nso adu
na namu mpa photo no ntutu ye
nanim nso onyam
nanim nso onyam eti Kwasifori no just Deputy Commissioner of Police Mr. Kwasifori retired
waya ade
na just otimi say o matutu bi pa bema beye bi eti Kwasifori obaye de na namuma no honya fo na zesi aja once sign releases ni biem enti muma no honya fe no wan fe o ma no wan fe o Kwasifori no enti na akire ha de no so nana ensusu hu ni sen akire ha de che brochure prosi for de man no na media for no so be ja no papa na media for no be ja no na o ma shoto no so Oma shoto no pa. Kabna se cameraman for ka se oma shoto wa ase say. Omo twa no pa. Deputy Commissioner of Police retired. Owura Kwasifori and say enne. Na won say uhunu se wanyini sa.
Da bi ne ho afe.
Ai. Ne ho afe. Ne ho afe. Inti na de wo hodo no.
Nanim nso
onyam. Wa ya ade. Na kwabna de be ka ne satam na kumase ye bisi honom na satam se no ani Rose bi otinka na ho ana na Kwasifori display papa enu ache ne yakoto na twene pankro no but wakati teeth as district officer Ododowa obeye divisional commander Dodowa enti Kwasifori waye bi pa waye bi na nya nipa nyina na timi call retirement aya no mo healthy so it is a ubo obra yi a wo call retirement anya punishment that's why mo obra yi a wo call retirement na ayese bibi bi o obi ono man say no omko prosi no matete om age so do mo tete mu age so abonsa afi wapua as na sister ne so da
sister no sha as we di
80 na ho di nyina sa enei o se biometric ya ba do betimi akoprosi atete ne age so so ahono etutum se we dey kwase for oye healthy and wo kontutum se obetimi anya adwuma bi kura ye in fact wo se me pe adwuma bi kura ema ne ye ense so okokotene fi
kura kwate private security obetumi atete security personnel
and that's online portal because say on dey a lot of programs by crime check ni ade nyina no
wo say minim say kwasi fori security center here mejinidi intime ma ne brante adwuma nsuro
into betimi a consultant
good
so no
good
because I hwe wo mo ma be PR de ama Ghana Police Service we awuni susu na oye bia papa
so what the nkroma ya alata adasa nkroma ne security jina ho now the kwasi fori
security jina ho a
mefa kwasi fori
security wa ya de
major adasa
enti kwasi fori wa ye bi unse nanu so and wama police response so yes swift was no aye number 1 say number 2 say number 3 say enti kwasi fori ya ye no ma bia ene no nti now shed the way so minya hunu nipa obedi director general public affairs no but at least no director public affairs no chief superintendent of police Mrs. Ansa Krofi utimi say ohwema omototo e wane ni subordinate mensa omototo e ma chese kwasi for di also omo yema ni bia no omo ye na to omo to omo buase na Ghana Police TV enso so no e capture kwasi for and so ade papa a chese Ghana Police TV musuma ya ade omo do omo drones edom bibi enti enanu tun se Ghana Police abat na se enti no omo ayade enti kwasi for bra prosi panyi bema be ye bi ai nenye obi aso na etimi pulling out in a healthy manner that dey kwasi for pulling out in a quite watch them bobre papa enti bra panyi ni wunua ye mani je say at least no ye man be gina wachi enti na ahoya ne je do tumi say kwasi for no so ahono na chim say media for so ba ye nyina ye ma prosi for no say
wa fa wo kure yi wo mu mfa me nkwasa nana ye
wo na che say minim ade a no inspector general police no aye odi nkuma because o hwe chief superintendent of police Akrofi ansa no ana ansa Akrofi no I mean young woman
wa ya de na mom wa fa ya ka kire ne say ya frɛ no wa ye bre
there be enyo no so frɛ no o frɛ nkuma no so hu no ono de to ma no de ideas no otroba
na na first na kwasi fori ya frɛ no fa na afa
kwasi fori no ɛsono ni su obiara ne style a o de baaye so hu no do hwɛ sɛ de kwasi fori ene no crop of nipa inspector general dampi ono mo yi adwuma no young amia Mrs. Tapanyini commissioner of police Habiba Chumasi oba fe kama on director general welfare ansa na akọ kwaman sekire kwaman sister Fosti ono so no e ja say omama youngis no aba prosi no mama
na me name Magdari nyina ne nyina ye ni age ho
ono so kan
ma no a wode wo ma ba traffic right ase jawa
e to nyina so
traffic
direct eno nyina so asua mototwi so no e die ne kura no wo ye a woni mototwi kura wo mutimi kire wo etimi di agiwa wo moto no de ma left eti kwasi for na yada na se na ne a busy day for us and a busy day for us wonu say ye kan program a che say ye de e kan sase ho nsem e kan ma no kura bi da adie ni nyina no haya ina no se pantan ye kan wie ena nei wudi free densu e won soam unya twa densu pe uko nyina kokosi apedwa nkwanta
wa fa free to ada no kura no omumienu omunnayo wetu no we atu
sa it is said we seized with historical facts and who say the city it do ni say dia yen hye no so say me ma asonani na asona PSC so ayo sagefo amwatu afo repanyini etimi wura no na chiri ba ne wiafia kentan nyame atonsa ade afre no ko akura ema yedi kofi kodua sapon aba be si ɛyɛ asonafo akonya kɛseɛ so ɛfen so ansa ɛna ni nyinaa mu ososo no maade nyinaa ɛyɛ ogu akura fran ne okese ya asonafoɔ no yɛ kasa ne kasa na nso so ɛyɛ ɛnɛ obi register company wɔ Ghana no so bɛyɛ adwuma ne yɛse yɛbɛtena ha se ya yɛdeɛ wɔ mu news value a ɛwɔ mu no ɛna ɛyɛ ba bɛhwɛ ɛyɛ akyemfoɔ nsase a ɛnɛ akyemfoɔ nsase a ukɔ JB Dankwa 1928 ɛna JB Dankwa atwerɛtwerɛ nkrataa etimi twerɛ asemfoɔ nsase a yɛatontɔn ɛna kɔ akyemfoɔ nsase bebree so a krɔbɔfoɔ na aba bɛtena hɔnom ɛma krɔbɔfoɔ yɛ nananom se aba bɛtɔ nti ɛnɛ wo kasa no wahwɛ ne yie na wahwɛ se de siteɛ na yɛ ne Kofi Anokye ɔno nso so no ɛgya building solutions ɛna wɔno nso so wakɔgye ne nsase na Kofi Anokye nsase no ɛno ɛna wo bɛte sɛ ɛyɛ asona piesie ɔsi Kofi Anokye ɛnsɔre mfiri ɛyɛ nsase no so na yɛ ne Kofi Anokye so ɛgya ɔde ɔte ɔma wɔ ese mu no wɔ ne nkrata ama kyɛsɛ land registration ne nyinaa di ahima ɛhene fa na obetimi atena obetimi akyerɛ asɛm no mu abra adakabiri mamudu wɔne the whole team ɛbɛtena se ɛwɔ neat 100.9 FM saa so na n'akyire no nso so no ɛnɛ opinion polling na asan ɛde aba ayɛ info analytics ɔma saa de aba benum ahase pe na behunu sɛ de asɛm no sitie na when you have over 60% of MPP for say na nadoda nkwakufu ado amamuo no enkoyi a na ade na ehu over 60% of MPP for egitum under questioning sɛ na nadoda nkwakufu ado amamuo ni nkoyi a na ade na yehu ni nyina ne sɛ info analytics ɛna mbeba betena ha sei ama yatimi atena sɛ ama over 117 slides of the whole yabeka na yade actual ejapa almost MPP for class ejapa de there be Kofi Anokye yam watena se mo mehwe ne mic ni yie mfa ma me ne Kofi Anokye ne no ehia papa every say ahemfie so ehwe ama yeti ubetimi WhatsApp ya on 0506000909 0506000909 yabrabe ADAKABRI Mamudu osioma mi ko characters ewa ha abramafo eno owa ha yi abramoe enso so ewa ha saa na production no isi pagini kwadwo da mi ado ne naso na face ma jero sai agman ebo ni chidom na woba fefe na akua eye free ye wano to service mema mienu enyina da na nsa na technical production abrafrema bankro one nana ya safo omo so hwese bibia bekoyie e de aman on Facebook live and afi so no on despite media ewo YouTube omo so ehwe e de aman ni nyina ne se ubetimi a WhatsApp ya on 0506000909 0506000909 where are they? Oh, Mate. Aye. Kwasi for hu Tanzania de bom sisi no. Na yetna se a aseda Aquam Engineering Group Achuagbo. Worker. Otiakwa na najare anaboaje adasan kunu manso. Mapem ho asema asoma na ma sika no. Oso de biye didi. Ati ase bi da. Wosi sika no odi biye didi. Bia mu musa no. So the same didi kwabra da we beka de oso de bia didi
say ya senko okoye ne service won kwala school eno wase wono woni ne ha wonti won pewo yamfa ne nko wosa no wonkwa ye wo light ma wo
onko ye wo light mo discard to no mo me di bisu adidi what you say me there yamfa say that some farmer facilities group big solo dada yaw Godfrey your friend you brana afei mapuna and a DJ Bosco na me so ya sadmra ne se tete enti ensama ye bruso yi tawaso ne tie ne ye ehia ma se otimi e WhatsApp ye ne a say ye SMS say ye WhatsApp 0506000909 0506000909 Kofi Anokye na ti hey that I am watena sen
mejemo so
we are brandful power.
That's it.
Na Obrikonfu Anokye. A dear ma real estate. A be mainstay of a Juma Oye.
Yo, another webisa asem. Okay, so me six form no na ya de me to alogboshi JSS achimota nchen ya sa time no na me chere maths and science teachers because my background here physics, chemistry, mathematics A levels me ba ha say no that time yeah that was 93 94 that time na say your backlog until me VM service na guy bit if you no yeah Mason friend no konto nti onime djuma no pa but onime atro nti me na me ye na djuma no man first that time yes me kwa engineering, electrical engineering by the way oye construction no
but
onime atro nti me na me boa no me ye me service
ebi o me fi ase aka sankroma onime djuma no na Africa Joe na chiro ma
nti no me boa nti e ma me hunu se omunye sika we djuma no mu nti ho na me sam adwen se electricals no because all of them were falling under the construction to finish it no nti me say okay let me inquire building nti me BT Accra Polytechnic
because building technology
yes nti na me pese me ko tech because tech no ho no ya also be quantities be come out as quantities be ya but na pese ni gina site na me
so woni tuam
nti me HND BT Accra Polytechnic first Until from there no and I met twice so me the aye juma me second year kra na me start me juma until since then my year juma until over there me to me school so yeah my masters near there until I've been working for the past 23 years until me started juma no very very young around ages 24 25 there about and I started real estate business until juma sa till around 495 and I may move na me see man crofo our various areas me see down one kra baby is legon be a kuma say baby is see down at the point after 5 years in that business na me say oh my bread because sometimes you have to drive from Kaswa abesia ko East Legon be we no chi na address so much so at the point na me say let me put all those money together until I started opokwase that was in 2004 2005 for the real estate nankasa. And since then, you hear Chibim. From 99, the year man for individual. We said the temple. Yeah, me can designing. And I see the temple. Achimota the temple. Social center. I dine to us yes, I dine to the temple soon. I'm a friend saying, it's our hotel. Apart from Kingsby, there were, Joko Hotel. Me design this yes, me design this
no free baby any.
Yes, me design this one of their beautiful houses, over there. From there, it's name East Legon. It be the Pele Junction. It's our shop near Ohon.
Lagos Avenue.
When I'm designing I'm saying first name Winnie Bank was one of the banks or branches home. Omotunton. You may see them be Accra. And from there after 94 na me so my age my individuals are changing me putting me together.
That's right.
So and I had started yesterday to Pokwase then we came to Kuntunsi. Then you call a to us to some there. We've been over there. We are starting some around 2010. After 12 years so we built more than 1,000 houses and I told individuals so much. Nti ejumane de fa kwanya me de abedru no ye go so aye
ye ni chief executive officer of Kowan's group and etwetwe nkofue na eye Kofi Anoche ne de frɛ no aye de wanya abedru de na o se sane mrane nti free na ekro ye fe obiri komfu Kofi Anoche
that's it
nti free na ekro wa be friend Mr. Kofi Anoche bi de aye o se ADAKABRI Mamudu si em frɛ no obiri komfu Kofi Anoche Kofi
eja
na when you did because a yen sukra if free water river no ba akonsumbu dam na wo senka yenye reverse technology when you pray mo pa Kofi na free kro be so
okay me free agona kwanyako e wo central region ye na enka ne ye se person board no ba you say the answer ya dream brass band ye na penifo kwanyako omo big water dam ye na supply up to Mankasimu na
so free
Swedro Odoben Obrakwa
okay and then to asafo so no
Oh, as okay, we free her, we free Swedra. We be dress up no we do ho.
Unam a year square nim.
Yes, unam Swesco no we dress up. No we do Kunyako.
To do Kunyako say in Suno that left was
yes, you so be yes. Kunyako waterworks in the ho. In so be Kunyako in Swetch and Wisha. You were inside you
famous for their brass band.
Yes, brass band. Yes.
The Kwame Nkrumah said na Kunyako for pedia almost your mom brass band be asweka.
That my mention them there on say Kwame Nkrumah pension na light wo Kunyako. Ye ni sebe ye ni bi ya che.
School
na school go Kunyako. Jemu kra che say former finance minister and PNDC kwesibo twede mu na for school Kunyako. It's one of the old towns. Tini ye hia bibia he ye kwan na ye go so black. Ye afi ne ye mfuto te sebe mu kro modie ne bia. Ai itina che say bibia esi inti signboard no person de kosi Swedro. Na che say omo ye dam ne wie no abakosem che sata na me ni ho. Omo person de kosi Swedro. Na Swedro no say ye ho na dam ne si. Ene ye say momfa Kunyako na dam ne si the big water supply no. Inti momfa signboard no fe mesi Kunyako instead of Swedro. Inti enye say
Kunyako so well boy to the stand say over on the right of Kunyako and o babodua say on the left of Kunyako
central Emra Kunyako be na Swedro ye kro. Yes, wo mu yi Winiba to odan kwan no and move Kunyako the capital na the Swedro. That is what Abakosan is saying. Emra mu twa odan Swedro kwan no na che say e hodom na be direct to Winiba. That is why into but Kunyako to Swedro no 5 minutes hane St. John's and I said yes I best anti abom sisi at the moment no akwesa suburbs
it time one a year no na MP a Kwame Nkrumah time na ohwe no a pharmacist ne friend no Bensa na Bensa no na onye agunani na enso so no ono na bua ye ma Swedro nti Swedro baby onya be gina ye no say ubekọ GNTC akoye managing director of GNTC ti yanfo anko Swedro am wanko dunkwawa untimi emme ye GNTC managing director internet says Swedro na eye koko nsoso no na agunafo ne do Duko Central Regional eye head of Ghana Cocoa Board no or Swedro it time a ba say ye di koko ska secondary school no and the bas okay ye de eye Cocoa Board no ebeko before Swedro until twem bomdwen ho na de call ye nan nsamampo
onim Swedro
and the bas secondary school no yempe manso se beba between Kunyako and Swedro no enti no mo de secondary school no ba asafo it means a Swesbu and was Swedro and na Swesco pa no asafo rather
yes asafo
ya Kunyako and Swedro
yes
Kunyako ye kuro pa
oh yes kuro kase
right afi ye na Kunyako ni na bedru nkra benyansa se edie na ba edie na ba ese dabra wo no che hene ama ohene no ankasa ofurupanyini fie and ye use press releases said sorry free achemfo nsa ase nyina so ade na asie obiri komfo anoche
yo me da se ne di kan no wo kire wase kakra na men family enka ho men so me ye asona ni ba mapa enti me wo fa na di ade ewo ofurupanyini fie ho wo mu ni mabakosem ne de dada enti no na ye asona ni ba enti me ne me wo fa na etwe manso na asem ne se eye asem bia edin na mbom no se bi adwuma ma ya che obehu se ma me ma mo background kakra in the year 2010 no me no amafo ko East Legon ade me imagine say me concentrate wa my first test was Pokuase na me call contunsi from there no na was a shift ko yenim tie kwa dia asase wo nsanwom ho sata
contunsi na work no eye baby a Ghana Telecom for
satellite
satellite
yes.
Nippon eye electric company NEC of Japan
very good
Nippon na Prince Charles ene Diana omo warrior no eye Dr. Hilary Man am Adaroma ye ma ye hwe bi o Ghana
oh fine
yo ya the first satellite transmission wa Ghana
yes na me estate no wono mani abrofo na ye adwuma enti no my estate kasi power ho dan more than 500 to 600 ne go enti e free one e wo se yekoye ne me ho ano mo bae e kro bi de pampa so o mo transa ho mo bae sa time kra na wo be kwa o kwa be fans
pampan so ana se pampa so
pampan so sorry enti no sa time no kwa be fa main kuma se sa mo no mo ye bypass no ho ye very remote area obi ampe enti wo se nkane ne se wo kwa udru den so a Ube say or change signboard.
Right
horse very good.
Right.
Enti enkrofo buy na me yes so fine. Meto mfa document e wo hom. Do document by me ko search. E ko search na wo sa enkrofo o register.
Ya pampan so for no.
Pampan so for no register over 27,000 acres way back in 1988. And almost ansukuta Supreme Court judgment against Nana Jechi in 1905. Nti eno no modi mienu no attach ye no modi creation to obi an ye den entimi an challenge omo. As a company aye ne banks, ne big institution ye adwuma. Enkrata asem ko a when dey o catch them say me nko fa airport. Na se wa ma me nkrata me catch say fa wade. O catch them say airport ye o papa de na o catch them say nkrata ene hu na me nko fa. Me hu say o pese wo ye de Yankopon. Ede Moses no besi sabre Israel for that so twen asase ho manso asase enkranta ni ho no enya de akowanse ne je ho wo chem asase no wan cheme wa ma menkrata that me so cheme manso enti yakohwehwe mu no yehu se asase no ewo nana mankata no mo o ma register asase da o mu kuta judgment so many years yan fence was atam na ohina o wa pedwa your friend on nana say set ya set was something we you baby ko what no say apedwa ne dia me catch them say before I met asase ne bi no I was say yehu o chehene nti ye kosi sa nana ya set ya no ya apedwa hene so
awu frɛ de bi sa
we frame nana say bi nti wo ye ne die ne mu yakoye amemre na wo ne fie in fact ye ne omo mema omo sign ye MOU memorandum of understanding a intiasia pama a HSA kowanse ba beto asase e wo sa abro no so free sa time no represent ochehene e wo sa abro no so ye ho amamre na na mbom nkrata asem no enam se ochehene declare bintin ya mana nsan ne free se wo mo din wo so na wo so mo ye den o mo sign but agreement there say what ya say ye mfa ye ndwuma no emfa mra ha de ye ma wo mo de o mo nsa sha biase a ye wo bi wo ho ye koso ye nti ye hu se bibia ya ye adwuma ebeye enfie duonu enfie dumienu kodumiansa ne ewo pampan so ho no mo no hasem na meka no yete hodin yenim se nana eye me ame wofa tabi oni nkrata wa asase ne so na mbom no mribia ye bese ye koye nim bibi papa bi e ba ye koyi na sutire ye wo ma na ba ko ba ye friend Gimpa for the business me wo ma na dakro na me ye me masters ewo Gimpa dakro area na me lecture ba ko me mboni din ofre me se kofi hey bro office me call ya chese ochihene anaso sajefo ne nkrofo ne person ton asase ne bi o ma mo nkrata according to the mukutu 100,000 wo de receipt na kire me enti o mutu 100,000 de ma ochihene se ochihene so mo masase enti Ghana cedis in dollars 100,000 81 billion ochihene so mo masase no mo koye search no ochine de krata na mom no koye search na ko once di mu nti sa na tie dia memra ana me ka chiro mo se e wo medi mu dia that means ho na yen ne den enye ne dia mo nko na mo hwe bibia e wo ne di mu na mo nko free ho no mo ko tinye mo nya bi na che se wo lecture sa wo chira wade so bo metrim body ahwa na wo metumi twa osi nko ama woni su na ya hu ayu nti e wo se media memerfe na na agisika no 100,000 Ghana cedis de efa ntimi chire sa time no o de fa ne mpono ahene a wo yan baby ko efe na mya enti na nkrofo no per 500 or something acres me hwe na me solve ye me solve ne say momu diska na kakra kan ho na me ka chire say momu ha na biem me a me wo fa no 100 no akodi ne ho a wo mfa na de aka ne mbom no mo mfa mre me na me nya bi ntua me school fees enti sika nka ne me gihye me ho na me kotuatua asase wura fo nso a wo mo ma ye nkrata ye pampan so fo no eno echi na Gimpa for me mouse long story because Gimpa no issue no be mo teten eno echi na Gimpa for ankasa nso ede your friends omo hu say no mpe bebi on say omo start Legon for start wo mo university no medical school university no say Gimpa na Legon no say wa hwe omo a Legon for introduce program pe na Gimpa for introduce Gimpa for introduce program pe na it academic challenge because they were competing with each other MBA ni na omo introduce wa say nti o man ye ti say oh Gimpa for so person omo introduce medical omo ya medical school ni bi
na Gimpa for ya Legon timi nye bia ne say Gimpa for timi so conditions students so na Legon for da ho ti awuro
ene de be no kure because me happy enti no enti de tie ne say ekoba say Gimpa for be hia asase kase omo hia asase kase already ye de be 200 of their staff no e de akogu pampanso enti say wo staff gu pampanso na say wo pese wo expansion of your school a wo be hia baby o hoso
yes
enti ene de this time no man ko che no kura eno mo ba omo hunu kwan
under conveyance no omo hunu ba bia
omo hunu fa kwan de ne da eno mo ba me ho ya kan sika ne ko do 24 million Ghana cedis na nka me pese me be John because but eno na awo mo de reje mo response say omo ni agene ade so I need to explain that point very well ochi na edi kan koton asase de ma Gimpa for ekoye no ekosi kofia no chia na se ko once din mu ekosi ko once din mu no teachers no wo moniti ye no man ko ne hobiem na mbo mo ba ko once ankasa for the second phase eno no mo 1000 acres 1000 acres no ehun sika be ye 24 million Ghana cedis old 240 billion cedis enti sika no ebeduru ho no ye ho kratai na ena ekoba so almost starting to ba 6 years enti almost starting 2014 and me gia menama wehu kokoko
ene se omuma ni uti se sika nko
enti egumi hu saa enti eya nso na
ya odwene ahead and
home faso na abaso no enti e ba esa no sabe me ndi nja me wofa ochihene ai because that time no bibie ni Bashiru no obi awore na mo frɛ no a ye koje cash na me senana ewo mu senka ofa sabe ofa masase aton edide nanso ade papa bi afiri maba
me be san
enti de aba ne say makonya deal 24 million efiri nkrofo na nka de masase mom na akosi nche na bedi me honom no enti meji bia o mutua ne March ene September meji bia ende adabraka kokoko
eje se sata me nkwala na school fees
e o mutua ebi okra me kwa me dwan ka ho na me nsaka
na nsaka ho
na me de akọ okwa na waje ne kama nyame hira wa kansa makase egu arobo na okọ
wagu nsakura gu
enti mesisi ye no out of sika no mutua be 12.5 enko na nane ni mpanimfo ho me kana nane mpanimfo a apadwafo no mo ka ho no more than 1 million Ghana cedis akodi eye ofori panimfie ene ne nkrofo ho
wasi susu biribi
na ye didimu na afi ye hu se ahonom sika na iba no na on start so my in troubles and getting nti na was a nipa hwehwe ade ne mo ye nti da ko me wo ho na me say I need to research into Achim Ebuakwa state lands if we say they are claiming lands claiming no more claiming so no I say ohoni bie after Gimpa no ekoye say sika I started baho eni bie ni baho nti people became very much friends aggressive towards nsase na wo ho no nti me imagine say me research into abakosem because nkrofo no mo ba no me so me mpese me na benya trouble bia nti me start bi se nkrata asem nsase no nya na wan fa na chine na won kwa wo gisika because me gisika na awose me ko tua pampan so fo ne omo me ka ho no omo tua nti me start say me hwehwem emu na me ko hu say anokwa nkrofo no nsase no mo te so no wo mo toye me ye further research na me hu ewo books mu omo sembebre ebi ne dia JB Dankwa extra ye now so what kind JB Dankwa what kind of stories am go to or some of the articles no a pistol of the educated young man cocoa farmer migration page 22 one of the major issues are me ye about out and say o see asase a free densuso densu
efiri densu
awon san
aduagiri ho
an ede kwa kosi densu so
just before
apedwan kwanta asase no benkum ni fein na omaton mekan na brofo wa ha ma me kotu no verbally ena ekwa chese left and right na omaton odan nsase runabout odan ni mpotem ho ina achimebu akwa omaton ni na
kwa bibrim
me dem nim ho but okase odan runabout and its surrounding villages in so omaton inti about in all no JB Dankwadisi should say about 98% of the southern Ebuakwa state land has been sold outright and for all times. Now, this happened during the reign of Senana Oforiata. Because on Sena Oyobia Sebe, na Jeno Nemo, na Wako school. Into now Brofunu Yusuno. Now he was a judge. Into judgment baby on the Maya. In fact, sa pampanso fo be hwe no first judgment on the ma omo ansa no mo to aso anti eba sa na fi me kasa me ko na me start say me bin na mo kasa anti apedwa hene a wetwem no ba me say apedwa sia no nsema epiepie ne nkrofo no nkrata na sesesi onto aso kofi tie ye research ka be great chent no nim anti apedwa hene free mu kwai na fi no ya me wofa o che hene asan emiemu MANSO no yedin as a businessman ya try say be contain no because before a businessman be ba abontia be kasa say na chese insure emiana nkasa mo wa ye try say ye kon ye solve problem no behind the doors na MP no na mo wa nsem ne doors nti at the end of the day you need to finally one cry yes sanso kwaje ba ko wo chechire nti minka jempade nwie nti jempade no mutua ya kosi 2017
na ya susuka if we say okwa abakwase mu a say bi na ye ya achia mensa kan so ofuriata emu nkonta emu nsam ama eye inspector nuama ekopie hodi sie ya kokobusa se hwan ye fe na achia mensa e de na achia mensa ko kan ye se nko ofuriata nya emu nsam ye deja de nei wachi ni ani abre se china nko bia beka so mebu nkonta ye kuzu tie o
okay antine ne yakoba ye ne say 1 million ne de se bebro so kra freezer 1 womaje inti womuji yaji sika na meni omo yaji because one embra game for business ne bae no sa time no was start agitation ne kakra inti me sanso ne ye nkrata abiem se na mempanim guase ho na me ko school lectures yi se manhwe na me de koyo mbukata bia teacher
certificate kwa
university lectures there woma na make diompe no mbe ho inti me sanso na ye nkrata abiem se na nankasa sign say efri nde koi me de mamo me de ama press no ensase a eda pampanso a ko wansato oni hu asembiem e ma me de sankrata yi ko kire game for that was a 23rd
no we de buamu ade ko ye no edi buamu ade ni kuta no a ehu antu ka ho no ana kesa na na signature ye dai what is share so
Osman or the letter Edesuma Bashiru ni the second deputy chief of staff and obey representative na nankasa de won find the signature but won krata efri ochehene for the penning fee said you mutro ya omo de ato mo yi so mo introduce stamp ti say asemesi and ogina ho ama ochehene na se me no se me sabita
fred I was just buamu ade no edi pantu no and was say
me de beto ho na wo de atomo net ne so endin time free no work tro say pampas wa asase ye ko once de oni hu asem bia nam so na me de sankrate e de ko kire game for say game for her de omoni de na musuro he moma yeska no mo yan omachro
na school fees
ne yakoje omotra ne yakoje nam de na de ko omotra ne yakoje nam na de ko Samede man ni na no emse jamana ye de edi musa kosi 27 odunse bia megisika ni na me nkwa na medie nti 2017 yes sa aba no na na santi bedi etuo
executive secretary
ne papa
to the president Kofi Asante lawyer
yes na Kofi Asante bedi etuo papa lawyer obon ne ko she jimpa as the
governing council no board
chairman chancellor no
Ampim Chambers
wono eno okoda no se chancellor na before no what say
BK and jump just a chancellor no akoye ampim chambers Kofi Asante why ni kase
enti wono ene kodi wonna sisi a oye sitting utima me ka asem chiro maka de omu na chiro
susuka wana to sa nyuma muma yi nyuma no mame bigudu tio obi ko bugo bia nache
enti em se sika na adama me de man no se na esua o se din em se 2015 or se 2016 ho na chiro o di kan chiro letter ba ko de koma game perform say ani aha o letter we free offer penny fee or na ye alodia owner of the land na bi what is a once jessica kase na ne de no de brand ne so
a chese na nakufu ado abetena akonya kase
dabi answer na beba no wadi kan chiro kere
no tumi kase saka
na on na ye asase wura intini nke betumi a wo mo nhwe ono mo ana game for reply say the woman say wo mo koye search no ko once di na ewo ho inti bibie ni akọ omo hu ko once omo ma me copy of the letter inti mbisa na so is one of those nkwa na chuna msenya hwe metu aso ama o
say die mo foriata na kiro ye
die mo foriata me metu wa Gempa Law School o me metu wa Gempa Law School
ya ne mafo
me metu no
mikuzu tie o
me metu
wala
merina ya ndokwa na uza me ndofo ndokwa me ndofo
mikuzu tie
me metu wa Gempa Law School no anti before inti nanado baye no 2017 no pe 20AA eno mo appoint Nana Kofi Asante bedi etu
ampem chambers
Nana Kofi Asante right sorry na Asante bedi etu
ya Asante ne papa
Asante bedi etu papa omo friend say ono nkoye
a chancellor of the
board chairman
of the governing council of Ghana Institution of Management and Public Administration
me wie no
yes o kodru hono wa wie ye eno no
manye ye na medimpa
ani Kofi Asante ampem chambers
no tron say ura ye pese with the machine me kwaje me time so September so me kwaje misika o ma dress kama about tie
woni yes
me makrafie na
ya uwa agese
me kwaje o mo de bo be say o mo de atusika na so no mo so ura
tabopa
kodo asase 1000 acres ni na kwa machine na dosu ina sana beji usika na msio
how
asase me den krata mamu na asase ma okay die
mi na me nkodoso
na me metimi di misika kodoso omo se ebia ya ye nimse wuntimi ndoso ntini ya ye nimse wuntimi ndoso na abedoso wu ndoso o so doso ansa na kwaji ajiska no hwe na me se
ya de tantan cross bi di tabo tuska na so
me free game pa ho a me ba fi me ti him say
o car na e chingom tuso infifre na etew enam wachi brabuo no
ho na me hu say fie nipa eye den eye me
ya kasa egu na so
ya ka bi ache nti everyone who ade na atija emfa nti me ya de
24 million no motu asen
e motu 12.5 e na aka 11.5 omuntu aso keke ma ye den professor mti omo se me nkofa mesika enfe nkodo machine na msia na mo musika yesa na ye kan ye
me di asase ma wo ka se wo to asase a ya do so
nti me kura me ka se okay ye hwe mo de mo mfa dia abin mame because match de wo ho nti mo de mo mfa we ni mame na the next 6 months no me do wia na me de ho ka bebrem no baje dabi ye mpesa asem ne ti
ye ni eye obiri konfu kofu anoche where chief executive officer Quans Building Solutions Quans Group any sense asia waje ewani dini muo ewo Ghana mramuo ana chese ye chinchim ne nsa ama ni bia ka bomu ade asase na mu nchire mu ana o se amia no de obeka ma Ghana ni bia atibi ye gusu tie wo
anti ekoba ne sa no ana ne tintini tetia ne se wankodo so de a ye mfa ma me de asem ne court se nka mo mfa say sika na edi ni mfa ma me na me de koye wi a nanka before the next one be ba no na almost your munti omo de ko appeal nti eno koda ho wi no
we mansun we
na me hu se no ade no eye fie nipa na ye den eye but na me ni evidence bia nti the me shase say e was a me hwehwe nsem ne mu ye
yes
emu na me hunu say no in 2018 na me year publication say look nsase a nti meti sa no me sanso te say emu a emra ye lock me sika no na meti say nsase bi da teacher mante ho ho na metiti te say me am wo fa asan akotie gina so nkrofo bi document da so me ho wan nkrofo ne document ne bra me say omuton na me information san hwa na game pafo wo mo ye na no ho no mpeso mo koje sa na mtiye de okan ne boa de ameso me boa enti me hwehwe mu ana na me yeso sa na te de a mo mfa document mbra wo mo sukuta judgment free say na oforiata ho eye ofori penin fie ho no so de asase ne ma no nkofo o mo san court
enen ye ba gigi ni nyina
o mo san court or high court apeto planch in 1984 omo twen manso from 1973 akusi 1984 justice apeto planch no issue judgment no edema wo nam say what mekwa plot your enemy's enemy is your friend
yes
because enti yakọ plot ho na enti yakọ ye na chese ende na na ochi hene wo matuntum bebre be almost be 2000 plus kwa
osi akire
me ye ya na me de judgment no koto so na robo nina
say are you ready
I say ukuta supreme title judgment no obi kuta judgment na kuta declaration na odi na ye hwe enti o mu reason nina no mu plot me de no ko once na edo so mama ni hu a etoso mienu na chese abrante no aye na dwen so betinchim o chehene nsa na asase bia asase a wono pese woje eton kakran
na wo ye ni nsi akire
na me ye ni nsi akire but ewiase kokra man fare se besi uhwa no a emfare se wode adwongo na se ngo kase bekem na de si uhwa no bi se kokra me si uhwa no efri se jimpesikem no na koje ye enda na megia na mama obi edi me de ba dabraka se me nim se dabraka himfie no different from chebi de na ba me nim se me de ba himfie
a private residence
okay and na na ya me di sika ne fa na ya me de ko then na na do aba na se akoba se na na Kofi Asante akoya gempa chairman nti mo be lo ko mi sika na makomo mo foforo de a me nso e kwan ya me fa so a me nso no me kwa koje ho asase no nti nyame adom basre nyame me so mni
na di so aka mfie mienu no okọ
me de nyame nim sa so obeko so nko me de nyame na me dwe me yame nkrata pe ekitame a wodi si ho ani yetwa
wodi si ni yetwa
wodi si ebetwa
kanya ku gra brass band
na me kai mu asemba ko me fenshan to mansa me de beshan to mansa ekire
me won kan je
dabi ubo kun yakono na nka mpese nka ubisa sa ubisa achimebu akwa se wo mumrane no ene dia ye friend say me se enka ubo kun yakodin no na nka wafre mo bisa mo se wo mun tam kase yeden
kunyakun tam kase yeden
achim tam kase because one that group me ko ho asemo mo ka chem se wo firi kunyakon wo ba betonton yen achim fo nsase
so ahunu
sa kasa we na o mo kan ase yen Ghana fo
firi kunyakon
wo ba betonton achim fo yen nsase ena me kase na nsase me ton a menimu na edie na adakabri dia ekumi sunsum kura no ne se
awoda ho ti ase
amama ba amekasa metri ho ne se mpacho enche bia no wote se scraps no mo agboboloshi no so dem se yetuo mo
ayetuo mo do mo ko
me na me mo masase wo teacher mante
ye di jene fo ni nyina ko no
jende fo no ko ye friends keteke kwan no so
babia train wo no
ewo benkum so kuntinsi opposite wo
kuntinsi opposite
ye was scrap dealers no mo ajin kotoku scrap dealers no ye ne mo masase
ewo
teacher man te me na me de mo in fact man je musika almost 1 million pe no mo de buy ne de bi do asase ne so ina ye
1 million pe
1 million Ghana cedi
na wo mo etie we when 1 million ko ye check ahasa
no me mo 50 acres
50 acres why are there
50 acres ya do so e the light akoso because na ye yo mo ha say no ya plan ho na wie before I hear this ankrofo who say be a national issue emra ye two omo no into before this group of people no omo more than 500 to 1000 people and ye pe be dia mo ho ye ko eastern region me ko hu regional minister for na waba no
yes sir kwame a champion
I no ka chem say owura ye stakeholder ye mo modern na ko hu ochihene na bona mane wone na ye aha no mu na nti me to aso ko ochihene ho me ko ne fie ko bona mane ya mamre ne bibia me wie ye no na me ba ye ba assembly ho so be bo mamane say nkrofo ye de omo bani na nankasa tu ne akwansra hene ene ne mpo no ahene a ye fra brante bi ye se friend se do ne nkrofo ba asase no so
sa se edu bi no ahonsensem bi no
ai wono no ba asase no so suo nana
nkrofo o ye retired soldier
me da be nyono a ono da be wono no ye apadwa mpo no ahene and I'm say o ye adwuma omo ba asase no so ka so report bi bia ye fine ye hu amamre ina ehun sika me de tudwa obetu microphone out from nkrofo sika o moje ye no uche miansa mo nko age be baako
uche mu miansa o moje
1 million na uche mu no
kofi me ba kofi Kenyatta akakra nu mame kofi akakra nu mame
Friday Japolo all night Saturday night our club in the moon. Charlie Martin say men shock and Google cap in the moon. I the shape now the Bible ben go for say Dallas so they snap in the bed. The guys in our do chapel walk kweno double share one as on a club in the bed. Tina me so me pa na yellow sumia.
Kofi na ebu say yo what tinti nyame so pa na sumia na. Gusinati yo obiri kwampu kofi anoche o wade mu ha. Sasu na Musa dankwa ono so wade mu ha.
That tell obi kunda plastic. Nyame so me pa na yellow sumia. Ya so mami ya yellow sumia gele. Pesa tembu da pa. Ada nyame baba physical. Sawa nkwanse da pada. Ashana heaven when nipa. Kwaso no kwalo no woso aso into mo wanka.
No ready yet minka yo. Nana no matu ade yadi. Enso so yesesi akire ade titles AGB ade ebutu ntumanum.
Eka wasa anointed men touch. Chapuli wo school sipa. Nanso member say you do mo bo bi. Nyame so me pa na yelu sumia. Ebisa wa no. Nyame so me pa na yelu sumia. Wa me janka na sama ye mo boli. Nyame so me pa na yelu sumia. Ewunu afum wendu mo fencheni. Nyame so me pa na yelu sumia. Na membu we de woda she bi kesi ase. Kamo so feji wa ho.
Kesa asem no odwene ho ba bia kra wonti ase o obiri konfu Kofi anoche ene ene di nkomo na ye ba the final round no na fe final round no figures ni bi wo kra bobo ba edi etimi ka se 1 million pe can you imagine na urade Musa dankwa so aba Musa dankwa so 75 constituencies ene die na ekọ. And when MPP for can say over 50% of MPP for say enkoyi a na dia na enkoyi yen yanso na betimi ni busa dankwa abetna over 117 slides they want me data. There's even a book how to lie with data. It is a data no went me interpreting data ni ya emun sem say dada enti yeni obiri Kofi anoche ekọ the final round enti Kofi ni na kwa ko wie setien
okay so ni na ko wie se ai final na me ni tia say be last year pe na me catch us scrap dealers no scrap dealers teacher man no makoya mamre na area makoko hu mpenimfo ya to fence wo o mo musika no kromo ntimi ntwa wie ntimi to kwanya ba wo mo gi sika no wie me baaye no wo mo ko dwiri fence wo ni bebre ni almost ni na egu fom
ya beji buamu ade free ho ade asi akire
o chehine ne nkrofo akwansra na
wudi tumi se okwaje
ena me say come on enye mi Kofi anoche
enye mi obiri konfu Kofi anoche
enye mi obiri konfu Kofi anoche mbra metia se se obebu metuam so
dabi
emaso
dishonestly receiving
because me ye uboni bia
dabi
unin krata bia wasase so
dabi
ye di ni die na de ma wo
dabi
na de na so obeji obi sika na san kwose na nuama sa de me ya ne se nkrofo na threatening yen se wonim sa agbobolosifo no they are threatening me wofa no sir wo mo so mo ko ho
Omo ko.
Emro mbabu na meni ho. Omso mu kom fie ho, mo che bi fie ho. Nti me ka chonse mu nya abotre me ba. Na mo na mo akwantuom. Na me report to case no. E de na me handle na say ya. Nti we ya me ye na somdwe ho apan na me kom. Because me jaisa cruise ya. Wo mo so mo de o che hini fie ho.
Ofurpaji fie.
E ho na mo de yo mo scrap yard. Efi say wadi o musika e na wasan ko bubu mo fence.
Adanse so ho.
Me na me ka kire wo.
Buo mu ade.
Me kire say me na me ka kire. O mo see. Me ka wa ha so mo tie mo ntie. Scrap Dealers Association of Ghana, maybe issue press conference. What mu see? Case na da chebi ho na yakoye na so man hwe na nkrofo mo bu fence ho no. Wo ma akwan dey dia. O for penny fie no mo de be Scrap Dealers Association.
Susu biribio.
Me na me ka kire nti asama e hye kokoro mu eba no. Enu nti na fa kwedu na wo se me kasa. Na sensem na ekoso
o sign with you was captain
yes na chese sensem na ekoso no etini tintini itiatia ne say yes JB dankwa na esie o se nsase na wo claim alodia ownership no waton ni na edi ya na aton ye mo mpanimfo aton ni na edi enti uni asase wo ho e na claim alodia ownership wo claim say yen ne lands commission fo akoye kurulu froster so lands commission kurulu ya yembra wokoji jimpa 400,000 Ghana cedis lectures jimpa senior lectures association koji 100,000 Ghana cedis a wo mode wo ko police station eno ta lands commission for document ya eye 419 ya wo kasa ye fraudulent ya eno ne ye de beji wo nkwa enne nanado abanti wo de share abanti wo be use intimidation na wa for landguard na wa from your friend saying on from saying
environmental
protection for one intimacy environmental assassin you don't ko protect wodi na da so lands commission na ko protect okay yehwe and maybe so say yehwe the police for be sa nkrofo no from environmental protection because me masa say wo ha nya wo na de me masa say me register e lands commissioner sabe nya wo na wo de environmental protection protect masase
asase mo zam ne ye kan yo
yes obi abetimi okay fan say wo kuta why environmental protection for me family no mo ko hia ho ade na besi anti
omo nananom no aye kan no omo ton asase ne freehold anase omo ye lease
enkrata eda so ne judgment
e kire
say maton ne kra
freehold
omo san so judgment atoso
enye compulsory
acquisition judgment na de daso Supreme Court judgment na de daso
and judge
in the first na wako na friends say odi ahenkan kro dum ho no wako akasa ho ne dia wo hu se sika ben ho hante na oyesa enya de obi abeka na no ato
odi ahenkan kro ma aboabo de it comes under kotoku achemmiensa
na bi o na say down side kotoku aboabo no down side ana ho me ada
odan nsase
omutoye omu na ato wa chimebu akofo sana records itie oforiata records no de maye no
ikotokofo no
na oforiata yes
oforiata no na dia asase
oforiata no look your friends say JB dankwa records no na research no ye no efa hoina
achese census ni nyina
na wo achimebu akwafo dia
je said de
odan run about
akropon ha say no oforikuma
esiom hoina ya achimebu akwafo nsase
document wi amamba ko na mkoda
mema ba ko me de be send osisi mema ba ko we friends say migrant cocoa farmers page 22 read ho who Google migrant cocoa farmers most of them no they are all there on the net
on concern go be Google this year
yes enti no ubehun say ye hu sa no krei ena ye adwense na okra no asase no waton de da enti ye hu hia so be
na unnim aye kai
wo enti mesrew mankrofo nyom asomdwe no nyom adwuma
na so ta free
because ye de ni die no de be ma wo ba o title no enko
na wo say
now we say we betwe manso de asem manso de obi ene ho asebeta fracha obeka betra wo say because one ye de nkrata na etwe manso untimi nko court say we feel say obi afa wasase a lands commission for awokasa omo ya akromfo ya ye ne omo now one kind of press release no
can for akromfo
say fraudulently plotting a document defrauding by false pretense so be ye forgery document e krono it ultimate trust sa nkrofo ya na in the year 2013 now koye declaration nkrofo na nso ya akronfo no declaration of title na nkom plot nto ho wo de na ye nti na so mo ya akronfo
anya yi enti
mesre nana ne mpanimfo
enti wasam pa pote ne sen
matama me kan na ne seden yan ne yedi nsase akirache ya si ndan ache enya dia obi enkita enkrata edimu a ye begjae wono na na chiri ya bedi nachi enkrata ekuta sankrofo no na natwe ne mutan kɔ osan ba kɔba ndis na be wo so mpp na ba so ntimi ndi nkonim da enti wonja nkrofo harase no na nya sa da kro na nim begu ase tie na me ka kire no nyame a scrap no me ka kire no me da be me se da kro scrap dealers ya woni so de ma boboloshifo no ai omusuban etewosan
scrap wow fridge crazy
da be aboboloshifo ni suban na etewosan
omusuban ne se omo
sankrofo yi se omu tuntosi kokko de akire wo a waje omusika uwie ye no wo san akobubu wo mu fence wo bure ebonom de ayo omu buru more than 1000 ebi tia 500 ebi tia 200 sa 1 million Ghana cedis ene ye ji nso ye de wo diablo na de ahye obotum uwie na se mimi ni ho mi tu kwan abebubu no na me na me nso ade so ano me kire wo mu fie ho wo na bebubu no enti na eba no ma ba wo fie ho na
1 million mo de sign ekoma no
1 million expenses ye kokoko mu ina no nya be 300k anko ne ho direct ebi nim fa nchen but ebi so ko no ho direct omo mo be hwe ye friends akwansra no mo be hwe ye omo ba first day 500 omo hwe ye omo ka chem say friends bibia ye cross day 500 ne ko bashiru ho ye ko ni na kakabuma 300,000 Ghana cedis out of 1 million akodi ho uye ya wa fe kira ko bubu fence no me na me be so ade so ano hwe me kira wo ni fie enti me de entra ma start kasa no peso mu hu se me no me ye wagadre nya me na me ko bubu no mu na me ko bubu no in the name of say o ya lodia ownership me de ma se me be wie no pese me ka kire ofore penin fie any dan me ne ko law school ni say ye die mo foriata say ye ka alodia ownership a wontimi nton wasase na won sambeje alodia ownership per records na start brofo start wo England memo during the days of King Williams the founder of United Kingdom ojinsase bebregu ho ojigu ho no na fi hu se Manso nketenkete bi nti ohwe wo a woni ye Mahmud wo a woni ye din a o se Mahmud north ho na oda ho Northern Ireland ho ye wo dia hwema me woton bi a before abai bi ni a bremi bi iti
tigimpa for natural history ni law we cases here you
sabe pepe enti alodia ochihini ni alodia ownership over lands a waton ebiem salangas na watiom wansawum ho no no womun kai say langa de djuma no is a criminal offense obisi kohwe na sase mawa manu bisa na wonkrata
say ne dia na
da bi mane ma copy of nkrata daso na koye search wa lands commission na hu say asase a me ko gina so yakohwe yi ehun krata ni anya sa okwa you do that at your own risk because obi so be onu so be say onu so ye ne dia okona kosia na ye gidigidi ya besre na ni mpanimfo say o masomdwe ntina krom ha untimi nji obi sika meje mama no
unyem
me kofia na chimeja asase
obi ko bu kofia no chi
na me ni krom ha masase no one plot to create out of over 8,000 acres na mageno one plot to cramp on kan ho first me kan say ebia bebi abat one plot sa suban a abede dinti no me ka kire obibia amafo frem say na won twen na ye friend say enche bia na akọ na me say na me ntwema na nanko me ba me ntwema na nanko na nka ma start the time is not right na me say dabi men twema na nanko na nkoye se sebita frache ai sebita frache na eni ho nti na wo so pese odisi ne gina sasa sabrie na pese ye nhwemu nti me charge na nado
President of the Republic
oye ekrom hu no free one fa special delegate na wo mo hwehwe nsase nim se ye ochehene dia ye de ni dia bia se na fa efata ye be ma ochehene enye ni dia wo man warning na won twene ho mfiri nsase a why dey ni mpanimfo atonton no so Gimpa Sasia.
The governing chairman of the Gimpa, so dear Nakacheno.
Governing chairman of the Gimpa, no. Press release now, Modebai, and it's say. Eye, for the penny fear, Omonia Jepa say. Yang Kowans for Edin Kugu, I was seminum. Ain't you know? Ye per se, Nanakufia Santin impeding for a barbontin, a Gimpa for barbontin. Ebe yi omuhuano. And yes, I dream I say. Judgment na ba bonten no. Eye ofori pani fie na hyekyere. Enti judges no wo mamboa atemu a etene. Every say udi kan ka say ya ka kire wo say ube your friends say asema ye ka no. Ya ka kire wo say ye ni age pa say we lose case no. Na obesa lusu bia me kwan bia be fa so ye be hwe so be lusu no be fa so lusu
case be na lusu ye
Gimpa case no se me catch that say me do mo call court no court si omo ntua me ka eno mo de kwa appeal wo mo de kwa appeal ni tie de si ye appeal court ko for dua obi a ye ne submissions na ye no ne yakoba ye ne say e cha na pa mo mbeje mo judgment ya temasem a judges miansa na no mo te ho a chana pa ye ba beji judgment na judges mienu dada no mienu no omafrim omuni ho biem ye de judges afoforo mienu abeka ho e na judges dada no mienu ye e no mo se ye je so mbeka judgment so da bi ene yan kan judgment no asem na ye kan ndra ni na enye correct mo san kan foforo fa nkire judges we no mo no e kura ye tim no
omanya ye tim no
democracy na nanado o plate ni ye tim no records are there.
And why
woman permit judges mienu no every so woman de am say mom ko hunu hunu no woman nim te say ko fidie ni bia unti no ankrofo no eno ma nya adwen won tro de ayen pede a ya pamo yankope new set of judges
I mean yes I word you betimi spell ya PLIANT you can say PLIANT.
Pliant.
You said, "Woman, you're pliant."
That's right.
That's just one moment now.
That's right. Hey, Minia, you who want to say, so ya pam, judges me no, ya pam, ya judges me as ya pam me no, and I had a new set up. And yes, I can was and for and rather the ante. And I lawyer say, oh, na say judges no back no was we know can some kind of fro. Ye ba ya wo ma wo ye nkonsan de ti ahye that's be mo o ma butu ye so hey o ma di nkunu eno na JB dankwa ne ye friends eno na o for penny fie for say wo mo o ma kotu no enti ko once for ya dwen say judges now wo mo di sa case no so no sa asemu yi e wo se wo mo ba na wo mo ba kire mu anya ye de ko appeal de nanso enam say ofori penny fie ne mpenimfo ka bibi afa asemu a wo mo no yenya dwen se nanka eni kwan se form ho kra no wo mo ewuwo wo mu ne de esisi omopam judges mi no mo de omo judges mi no be si so ntino ya dwen ya ye se judges no mo ye adwuma no wo mo enya wo mo fa hodie amfa nya adwuma ye hunahuna wo mo eno mo ye adwuma enti yes say judges na wo mo san di sa case ni bi all the case no appeal so o mo meyi o mo ho ano e wo sa asemi mu ebiem jimpafo e meyi o mo ho ano e wo sa asemu e na Kofi Asante o meyi ni ho ano say enye o chihene ya ka bi ma no ntema me da say
ya wie aye Lumba and Wakaso be baby sunga yam pass it down from a Kunlugana. The Kunlugana and the dinner pabide abrayan. Kunlugana some catcher and say, and nay, Alababas and pills. I know and a madi CSA and more ban won't Sabiaku. A year, why chese, you be, why you slow be, Nina say, a Alababas and pills and I owe you so. None a monthly cycle or the Abon Hobine. Memans to prostate disorder piano with the honcho capsules and then Sudi this Adumano. And sir, and I with Mr. Kill will lie by those with their resino and sir, a cane tablet as well stabilizing na aya debenia na etimi a regulati a year umujano and they were kumano. Nina set your neat 100.9 FM. Fre Aya Kulungana on 024 419 31 024 413 9176 024 419 024 413 9176. Musa Damkwa in the studios. Global Info Analytics. One more second quarter of 2022 national tracking poll. And one more the data doesn't lie, but you can lie with data. But in this instance, you be with the amamunyina. Master P, or London. I say good afternoon, ADAKABRI. Memanti is airborne inside Queensland, and I'm enjoying the show with Angela Kosua Kwedu Amwakum, Sister Nono, Wisdom Nanaje, aka Canada, both inside Coventry. Kofi Stone inside Manchester, DJ Nesta inside Wolsden, Diana Buachi of Sutton, Agu Mercy of Sad Bemonzi, Costaro inside backing, Akosua Sewa Champion, aka Akosua Diamond inside Cancer Rise, Nana Sly Quarter of Wolverhampton, and Patrick Osajifu inside Osajifu inside Milton Keynes. ADAKABRI Kwans deserves some commendation as he's elevated the real estate industry into a different level. Boom. On WhatsApp was saying, ADAKABRI, good afternoon. The police improved the law under the reign of Dampare, but still they have to reduce the rate of bribe intake. And Ericus Gaspar, Bechele, US, and Ode Ebaye. Na Kofi Anochi's approach is insulting the dignity of chieftaincy. He should take the matter to the courts, who told him the chief cannot take back the lands. This public approach is an affront to the people of Chebi, who hold the king in high respect. He is an individual. Chebi is a state. And also so Ode Ebaye. Mystic. And also the way Ebaye. Mystic say, the clueless, insensitive, and treacherous Nana Dankwa Kufuado Dr. Baumia led government has succeeded in planting the economy into shambles. And also Ode Ebaye. Kwame Entry, new Aplaku. And also so say now that the new Patriotic Party National Delegates Conference is over, if President Kufuado still wants to continue his over-pampering of now Americanized Ajua Safu, some of us on the bottom rank of the MPP ladder would know. Why is she still a minister? And Ode Ebaye. I was say Krikaka, Tatale, and also good afternoon. If whatever happens in MPP can affect another party, then NDC has seen Nicotians having sleepless nights by now. And also so Ode Ebaye. I say I wonder why people still take Dr. Baumia serious, because he has since become irrelevant after he was rushed to the United Kingdom for treatment. Because how can a well-meaning person say one Ghana card is more important than 10 interchanges? Meshek Asante and also so Ode Ebaye. Good afternoon, ADAKABRI. This is Kwadwo Usu Asante from Asante Achimago. For looking at this issue, this man has really exposed the wickedness of our chiefs, especially here in Accra. It's not. And then Ike, and was saying, I can see that you are having fun with the case. And Ike is also Eddie Free Londoner. What they buy? Agunaba MP from Kaswa Adam. And was wafa. If no Kofi Anochi, I know Kofi Anochi very well. And he's from my hometown, Konyaku. And he's a very good man. He has helped my school and our church. That's Konyaku Presbyterian GSS and Presbyterian Church Konyaku. But I'm pleading with him to help the town. I mean the development of Konyaku. We have a lot of lands there, but there's no bridge to pass through to the land. Wafa, please ask me why he doesn't come to Konyaku and start building estate over here. And or they ever here. So and I was saying, Wafa, good afternoon. The police improved the okay, we yakin kind. And I say I'm Cabinet Freedom. Also called Billy Who from Anyaku. Wafa, good afternoon. Wafa, Ghana here, if you do not have money or you do not have government person, you go to court and lose. This is Ghana for you. And Odebaye. Wafa K, no plan circle. Also, Wafa ADAKABRI, please. Now, how you are doing against MPP is not fine. Please be fair. And Odebaye. Also, ADAKABRI, tell my Jagos from Enswam, ADAKABRI, see these Kwans people. I don't even understand them all because now they are claiming almost part of Enswama Duajiri land belong to them, and I don't know if it was Dochihini who sold them the land to. So ask them for me, okay? And let my brother mistake that we are talking about Kwan's estate taking the land of Enswam Aduajiri to Teacher Manting area. So you should put politics aside and tackle the issue at hand. Jagos and Swama Duajiri and Odbai. Was a good afternoon of ADAKABRI. Global Info them the assemblable or the assemblaba. Was the Global Info the assemblable or the assemblaba. And young quay na yane ura Musa Dankwa yane no konko twetwe nkomo kakra Global Info Analytics.
Needs FM.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no ho ade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, now beka. Ya jon to mami ensa duku potomanto. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Asew. We den kan no tumu ho. Me be mo anu nso hye kura de aka ho. Wo hwe de wapi ho. O ka sa batete. Eda fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Crash up a baba worry.
Aso.
Ye fear said this way chocolate drink, ya sorry, no pan on yenum. Ye bishop free genome no snack. Ye nya ho ho anu ye de serve wo mo. Ye did we any pebibia bogu ya de so a. This way chocolate drink in yenum. And this one what ya no a. He se kire wom, kwakwo wom, brick wom, bibia wom. Ade wo hia ni so se.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so se.
FDA ahwe se adwede nkratoe mo agya to se eye.
Cool, fresh and trendy with a new look. Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime. Natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA. Needs FM.
Needs 100.9 FM Suni. Just about 19 minutes to 3. In the studios, Executive Director of Global Info Analytics, Ura Musa Dankwa, and Yanene Betanasi. Now, Ura Musa Dankwa, Global Info Analytics, Omasama, Omode, Abba, and say, every quarter, that is every 90 days, one a national opinion polling. Now, Oma tracking a significant events, major events. Because my wisdom ahead of that, and so on. omo be man de ekoso every 90 days kusi say ye beko akoto aba ewo oman we say mu. And at present ahead of us NDC for omo beko primaries ako choose nipa obey omo flag bearer. MPP for omo beko primaries ako choose omo nipa obey omo flag bearer. Na face so major issues oman we mu e dey say e-levy. A major issues oman we mu to say ejapa ni nyina omo busebusa MPs a one ebeko primaries said they no masiko into global info analytics wamo ehase and omo chusu 38 constituencies naturally no and omo double no 68 constituencies and then no randomly selected 75 constituencies just oko grofoi electoral commission for one over 4 million voters and the two about 75 constituencies now and I just yi nipa over 5,000 say womo ye kwa kubusebuso omo nsembi yebusebuso omo nsembi a omo responses no na yaba ene ne omo abehye it this time round no omo atudin saying Ghana elections 2024 national opinion poll dated July 19 a omo sha ase 1st of July to 15th of July year 2022 na no na said ebesi aba no enura anwumre no miensa just about 1500 hours and na omu issue ye electronically e man ba abontenem ase etena ase say ye ba bedwudwa data no de as usual you would know say neat 100.9 FM aha say and na pure politics ye be ma akwanya ami adwudwa data no e ye director info analytics Musa Dankwa ye mo atena ase
meje oso
na ho te sen
nyame adom
yo executive summary no ma men kan brofo kakra bi e wa ato obu ase na de opese wo kan na watwe brofo no na fa brain won e wotwi mu osesen new opinion poll conducted by Global Info Analytics in July 2022 shows John Mahama of the opposition National Democratic Congress taking significant lead in his quest to lead the country again in 2025. John Mahama now leads Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia of the New Patriotic Party, the current vice president, in a hypothetical race of 58 percentage points to 31 percentage points. That's a margin of 27%. If elections were held today, a further 11% prefer to vote for someone else in the 2024 elections. In another hypothetical race between John Dramani Mahama and Honorable Alan Shermatin, the Trade and Industry Minister, another frontrunner for the MPP, John Mahama leads Honorable Shermatin by 61 percentage points to 30 percentage points, a margin of 31%, and someone else 9%. Honorable Shermatin collapse in the polls for July compared to Dr. Bawumia was the result of the collapse of the MPP support in the northern region. If Bawumia isn't the candidate, as Mahama, who lost to Bawumia in the northern by 88 percentage points to 9%, dramatically beats Alan Shermatin by 87 to 12 percentage points. In the race to lead the MPP, the poll finds Honorable Alan Kojo Shermatin extend his lead amongst general voters. The poll shows Alan Shermatin attracting 42% of votes compared to Dr. Bawumia's 35% and Honorable Kennedy Japan 11%. The Member of Parliament for Asene Central and the late entrant to the MPP race appears to have turned the MPP race on its head, at least among general voters, as he peels away from support from Dr. Bawumia and Alan Shermatin. Honorable Kennedy Japan, according to the polls, leads in Wejagbawe, Ukankwe South, Anglon, Achimda, Asene Akroso, Manso. Right, Anna Ode Ebaye. Adiana person can you
ni titia ni se John Dramani Mahama leading the top frontrunners for the general election.
And they see Kotuaba general elections are.
Yes. Kotuaba now come be winning against Bao 58%, 31%. The Alan Swa will winning 61% against 30%. And within the MPP race, Alan Shermatin extended his lead over Mahmoud Bawumia. Last time, 93%. The
Shermatin or Chimba Umiamu.
Oh, the national race with the guys who leads.
You're not the summary of Adia Walker.
Yes.
And the new entrant Canada, Japan at 11%.
Yes, and also idea I shake race no very significantly.
I will also be Tiopa.
Last time I called, he wasn't showing the polling number
on the radar. When you saw,
since I would declare the stand, and the statement he's been making, I think a lot of voters, both NDC, MPP, voters, are seeing some kind of traits in humor. Almost believe we say it's good.
I said they do a PhD, patriotic, nationalistic, and disciplined.
So we ain't all show strongly in the polls. To the extent they say, well, we need 5 constituencies at this stage out of 75. And in some of them, there was tie between him and Alan.
Right.
So he's making
big
impact.
I read it. Yes. Now, we'll say 75 constituencies now. You select, Uko Electoral Commission, records more. Enipa 4.877 and 4.877 million and to about our honor. And now we'll say Kwambenso and now Obekasa will select 75 constituencies randomly by using simulation model, as you're saying.
You use computer modeling. And I yes, you use system be idea polling. Inti on my muhanina our system no so. The person acquire about 30% of the areas no now appoint 30%. The 50% are now 50%. Now select 50% of the 275 namai. They see there be a nisika in the Ebeko 30 act. Now we 30% na amai. Yeah, call this time so more no only 27% MI. Yes, I am 75.
That's 75,
But system na you build no. You are building such a way say can be a better running simulation the piano at least region be a representation.
There's a 16 regions,
Be a
representation.
Yes. At least you must get one at least because we are random simulation. It depends on the number of constituencies you have in your geographical location. The fewer seats you have, the less likely them will pick you. Except Lotto.
Except Lotto.
Yes.
The next machine bit sampling bit me and Lotto numbers.
Yes.
Okay.
But I won't. A lot of areas here have a good chance of being picked by the system. And to safeguard that, you are building minimum requirements. Say at least.
Also,
every region must have at least one before you apply the random.
The 75 constituencies in our selected, you move 41, 2020 elections, MPP a winning, and a move 34, a year NDC so a winning. I feel me and share. Constituencies are covered, that's 75 some website in now. 75 as soon as full enough. At Dancia Sokwa, I have one of Southeast, as Antiachim South, as Sokwa, Ankasa Ukumase. Achumakwa ngoma ejoso ejurase chidumase eye kumawu kwada so menhia saf manso adubia bosomtwe subin brikum west doma west daman saf sene west nkranza saf tachiman saf abrase mu kwa mankese aguna east esukuma dogme brakwa cape coast saf efutu gomwa central upper denchira west abetifin achem swedro asene across manso esuajaman new japan north and Soma Duajiri, Ablikuma Central, Ablikuma North, Ablikuma West, Ada, Amasamai, Ashaman, Ayawaso Central, Ayawaso North, Ole Clote, Ododio, Ukakwe Central, Ukakwe North, Ukakwe South, Tema Central, Tema West, Wejagbawe, Bungurugu, Bimbila, Gushegu, Kumbungu, Miom, Tatali Sanguli, Biakoye, Panta South, Bole Bamboy, Lambusie, Nandom, Sisela West, Bogatanga East, Kusiga, Anglon, Ahoy, Ketu Saf, Pando, Amefi Central, Ifia, Evalo Ajomoro Jura, Pristia Huni Valley, Wasa East, Bodi, Seshi Akontomra. Now, direction of the country, any responses, I'm say a man, Papa, and I say a cobonning.
Yes, this time, I'm saying Ajinsem.
This time, Ajinsem.
Ajinsem, yes. Only 16% of voters believe, say, Ghana is headed in the right direction.
Only 16%
yes.
of the respondents and say Ghana ekoye.
Aye.
abra April no sign kan
26.
April 26 is a deteriorating
by 10%.
So now say aginsem no. Almost say enkoyie no so you're saying.
Now 76%. Up from 7% last time.
Over 5,000 respondents no. It move 76% at the end enkoyie.
Yes.
Ma yen hwe ma dodo say na sesen na mema dodo say na sesen.
Ma no 77% say enkoyie.
Ma dodo no ayebusa wo mo no. Ma wo ma wo mu say enoma ni enkoyie.
77%.
And the mema sesen
75%.
Na in terms of age no dia ukọ omo website wa na akoka omo say koyie ni omo so enkoyie no na your friends and ya hwe say dey be say dey afa no na ya hwe president no ni job approval say adwuma no a wo ye no ya gituma na say nyintum no responses and saying
this time around no 23% say adwuma no a wo ye no eswani and 72% say enswani.
Okay. Quick announcement. Yanya ntie say Owura Kofi Asante Agyekuma akwa. Owura Kofi Asante Agyekuma akwa. Oya de hye hene ewo Akwamu traditional area. Na ose Kwansen sase ho nsem no. Yama na kwanwa efia de yanimi. Producer for so mo na agree. Efia de yanimi no. Eye nana ade hye hene no so say yama na kwanya. Na ono so de onim fa ho no. Ono so aba beka. Haya so ne beka nsem no. Ensase so ya hoho ne tete so yankia no ntuma ne yetie bi enti saa na producer fo amma so ate Owura Kofi Asante Agyekuma akwa oya de hye hene na ono so say Akwamu traditional area na opese o comment wo saa kwans nsase ya one wo che hene de atentam so yi no fiada yema na kwanya enti now back to the issue global info analytics na wo mo de yekom president jobs approval say adwuma no a Ghana mampanyini wo ye no say so ani ana say so ani enipa over 5,000 no edodo say na say so ani na edodo say na say so ani
23% say eswani and 72% say enswani
enipa 72% say Ghana mampanyini adwuma wo ye no enso ani na ema ne mema no say na sitie
ema no 72% say enswani
and
mema 71%.
Emeye yesinki nkubu so mu say ni sisi mu odene wo mo na se na dwuma ne nso ene sebasi de na me nhwe na party affiliation MPP for dodo sen eno mo se Ghana mampanyin na dwuma nso ene
MPP for ye 57%.
Ese Ghana mampanyin na dwuma nso ene oye a product of MPP o and MPP for 57%. Ese Ghana mampanyin na dwuma nso ene na we ye di busa NDC for nso
NDC for 87%.
Yes, omonyo.
Yes.
Omonyo.
And floating voters 74%.
74% of floating voters. As Ghana mampanyin na adwuma enso ene. Ono ani ne party for say 57% of MPP for say Ghana mampanyin na adwuma enso ene. Ma yenhwe region by region. Greater Accra region. Nipa say no mo say Ghana mampanyin na adwuma enso ene.
82%.
As Ghana mampanyin na adwuma enso ene.
Accra.
Ashanti region nipa saying
60% Ashanti region.
Eastern region for also saying
70%.
Western region for also saying
60%.
Western North is saying
61%.
Water region is saying
95%.
Oh, Agbena Mau. Hey! Oti region for also saying
Oti region is 79%.
And now Bono region is saying
Didn't bring it there. Omama say Obon Homodin 50%.
Almost say born home than 50%.
Yes.
And almost say one home than saying
48 as a much.
And they said Abronya Wayajuma. And Abuno East force almost say Enyan, almost saying
73%.
And Northern region forces saying
half a region.
78% sing yet. Na Northern region for from Penasemo.
Northern region there was score 59%.
Say a year
or
and I do when ya overpasser. North East forces way
75% say
and yet upper East way
76.
See and yet Upper West,
Upper West, yeah,
71%. And Savannah, so
81%.
And Central Region,
75%.
Oh, I just said optimism. Say, you want ni GMU, say, ye be ye no. Well, him for the some you're optimistic, na him for the some one almost some you're pessimistic.
We know, it be say, are you optimistic or pessimistic with Nanado being the president in the last 2 years or in the next few years that he will remain as president?
In the past 2 years, sir, or better.
No, I got 2.5 years.
Yes.
The Akano.
The Akano.
We are optimistic.
Sir,
Bekoye.
And
Nanado.
And him for the say Bekoye and him for the same Koye.
Mom say Bekoye 23%.
Almost when Koye no so
32% say Enkoye.
Na one more car, woman you too sure.
Omunye sure say Bekoye na Enkoye 44%.
You hear the performance of the government itself. And who assess the performance of the government? Responses to no excellent, very good, good, average, very poor, poor, and also so to saying
3% per NMC by now perform excellently.
3%. And very good.
15% say very good, and I say good.
Good. Average for swear.
Almost say 21%.
Poor and very poor.
59% say Abayano has performed very poor or very poorly.
MPP for the do say Abayana perform excellently.
5% depend.
MPP for the do say we perform very poor.
Very poor. 42%, the highest. Yes.
This MPP for cry, we say Abayana perform poorly. NDC for I say excellently or yeah day
0.
As a munyu Biamanu baku very poor, so you're saying.
Very poor, yeah, 77%.
Floating voters say excellent, you're saying.
1%.
Now floating voters say poor, that's what you're saying.
Poor, yeah,
56%.
Yes.
State of corruption. It has shani proyane kankan wo ma we say mu. When we ask the question, is the government doing enough to fight corruption? Responses are not saying
74% said no. They are not fighting corruption. 14% say yes, they are fighting corruption. And 11% say they have no opinion about.
Later on, see MPP because 43%, 43 constituencies MPP win here, and 34 now. You be MPP strongholds. Responses be a 50 by right. You be 74% as you know, the government is not doing enough to fight corruption, and 14% yes, the government is doing enough to fight corruption. And when we ask of the state of corruption, our Ghana, whether it's getting worse, whether it is the same, whether it is improving, or no opinion, the response isn't the same.
Okay. Almost say corruption is improving. Only 12%.
Only 12%.
12%. Almost say the same and society 21%. And 62% say it's getting worse.
Oh, it's a baby.
And 5% say they have no opinion.
It's a baby. There's standard of living and cola and say maybe by you know. Standard of living in the last 12 months. Responses on the net is saying
10% say it has improved in the last 12 months. 22% say it has remained the same, unchanged.
Now I'm going to say aquaform.
63% say aquaform.
Aquaform.
This was 50% in April. A jump
13 percentage points. Yes. Yani Owura Musa Dankwa or Executive Director Global Info Analytics. I'm on a sample opinion as to the aircore on various significant issues. We say now every 90 days. I'm de ba and into January no. I'm de normal be by and then in April normal publish from January to March. Yeah, honum na no actually no and as see no from April to June. Oma publishing in July, yeah, it goes into figures and our responses reflected the second quarter of the year. And now, yeah, they abre with it. let's look at optimism for the improvement in the in the coming 12 months. No, and no mabe ye no. At the same.
July 29% say omo GD say Emma Bekuyi in the next 12 months. 60% say omo ne GD.
Omo GD.
And 11% say omo ne opinion.
There's a economic crisis on my way. Ye face here. Now of the economic crisis, you say there's been an economic crisis. Who do you blame for the economic crisis? No, now response is saying.
Response when they say, oh, Ukraine war 16%. Almost war no 16%.
There's a Ukraine-Russian war no 16% of Ghanaians. If we said no, and I'm a crisis about Ghana.
And 29% say there be a COVID no
COVID
pandemic no. And I'm a Ghana watch. And 51% said there be a ban from
sure. Hey. And almost so many opinion there.
Only 4%.
So 51% of Ghanaians are blaming the government of Ghana for current economic crisis.
That's majority of Ghanaians.
Majority of Ghanaians. E-levy susu ebe pue musa saying. A dear na response ben na munyaye. Na questions ben na mubusaye. Na responses net saying.
It be so say I tell bo wajabedu. E-levy ya starting. Ya starting. How has been your response? And emu 37% say omu de mumonu omu use omu sisa omu lifestyle regarding
37%. That they have continued to use the mumu the same way as it was introduced.
Yes.
37%. And almost what they use it less as well.
34%.
And 20% is the same.
Almost say omu de omu fa kan bi kwan bisu tax no omu ntua.
Say omu ya.
Almost send it all right. But tax no, avoid.
Find a way.
Trick be ye.
And I the 2,000 be breme. And no, you could see will be so. And then if I cross also the buy and I'm reading them say, what's the saying? About 40 and 60 this one. What's on the buy house or no? As I'm about 40, you get 2,500. One will say a can 80 something as a 90 something. It is Crawford and Chile, baby, at the end of the war. Now, if a party proposes, say on by abolish E-levy no responses Ben and Crawford by as to reaction to a party that proposes to avoid E-levy and to abolish E-levy.
I think we a very strong message the government and also kind of hope for the opposition because the Mama said he would abolish it. And at the moment 56% of voters say on best support to party become.
Young can say Nipa over 4,000-5,000 and now you sample one across 75 constituencies. Now Sankrofo responses near King say 56%. Say very unlikely, almost very likely that they will vote for a party who proposes to abolish E-levy. And a John Muhammad also about abolition. Hey, and neutral for us as well.
Almost 22%.
Now very unlikely, so
almost 22%.
A Japan transaction. What was the question? And our responses are also to saying.
The question is, a buy say Ohiesika. De Mpuntunjuma. Now, opese Oyusu gold sky a begino in future no. Ojene ne. No what they are bois Mpuntunjuma no. Inti Ufwa a buy na chi say Onyusu sika that is no. Onfanye ejuma ne ana. And that's the simple Japan transaction. And now 67% said there be omon for us.
They say enkasika enchirima beba no yedi kan akolateralize no ne yedi yatafreta from kakra sisi yesiko Japan yenyan me yanko list bi bia wo stock exchange wo London bia.
And 24% say omofo
aso
and 9% say they have no opinion omuni adwin fa no
yenhwe Japan no MPP for do saying energy tumo MPP for do saying enyintum.
58% of MPP voters oppose Japan.
MPP for no cry.
Aye.
57% say adeɛ nkɔ yie ɛna 57% say amammo ne nkɔ yie ɛna 58% say yɛmpɛ japa MPP foɔ na ɛka saa ɛna dodoɔ sɛ na ɔmo so ɔmo ani gye ho
34%.
34%. NDC foɔ no kan bi
NDC for 79% ɔmo ani nye ho
ɔmo ani nye japa no ɛsɛ na ɔmo ani gye ho
14%.
the floating voters say
71 say ɔmo ani nye ho ɛna 15% say manage ho. There is cross-party opposition to Ajapa.
And Koye. Yagusu ni Musa Dankwa or executive director, Global Info Analytics. Na wamu adia wamu ya say every 90 days, Mababa catch a significant event ekoso wa my wemu. Na said ya wa my ma esi day eji etumu. Na omako 75 constituencies. Randomly selected by computer modeling. Na no anomanya over 5,000 achi. Enipa womo ekokobusebusa omano asem on these normal responses no ena yedeba. Ya fa no say mama sisei, ema sisei, ye nkwadai womo sisei, empanifo womo sisei, party for sisei. Na abeka ya enei bibitimi ba me yakofa abrofo bi ba say state capture no yakwati free South Africa for ho. Say na Jacob Zuma ya yese ene ko ba say ese nyuma bi wo man we say mu a ese your man nyina ye dia enso aban ni timi tu anamo bi a na akoye say enipa bi GBK we na wo mo no abunkam e de afa oman no so enu nti Global Info Analytics enipa over 5,000 no omo busa omo say enei ye pese hunu say empa state capture no ebi wa Ghana ha say na yenye de ben yen commission an inquiry to investigate said there's been a state capture e Ghana responses in net saying
yo ipa 69% say omufo aso
yen kon investigate
say
state capture bi wa ha
yes and na 22% say omo de omufo aso and na 10% say omo ni opinion
MPP for do saying and almost say young hwehwem said there's been state capture.
68% of NPP supporters say to investigate state capture.
And MPP for saying they said there be me investigate.
22%.
I says significant say MPP for 68% see investigating state capture.
We also a cross party support.
Because NDC for
71%.
That is 3 percentage points ahead of MPP for. Next I say
yes.
And then floating voters also
64%.
Whatever National Cathedral, we na mutu wa ma we say mu na Ghana mampanyini se onyankropon twedi ampon ye. Me ne wo to kese. Say the wo onyankropon twedi ampon. Obua me na metime furo akonwa kese ye a. Mestimi ahyewudi animonyam na masi cathedral e de ahyewudi animonyam. Ene se ja obeduru ye ya. Osi ye nyina ye nyi sidi wa ha. Na me ne me wo fa ase magere apam sese me wo fa ase ni nya sidi wo ha na ode kwa afi na ja wa begeme de na ode akode ama me wo fa ase mfa bi nkoe na me de bi akọ enti ebusa ase ususu se yemfa oman sika enkonko sika cathedral no responses net saying
69% of Ghanaians
as I
say yemfa mining sika enko cathedral bia
over 5,000 respondents no enipa over 5,000 no emu 69% say ma yemfa oman sika enko sika cathedral bia na wo ma pene so no so saying
20%
na wo mo eni adwene bia wo ho no
11%.
Enti afa yahwe ensonsom ahodom se eye muslimifo eye akristofo eye abosomsomfo yi ene wo mo aka ne wo mo aye nsom hwe no yahwe wo mo so response say Christians na response ne te saying
one say omumon oppose chen obia
Christians mumu no
yes
oppose sin obia Christians is saying
72% of Christians oppose using taxpayers' money for the cathedral.
The sign is one more so
21%.
And a woman in opinion,
8%.
The Muslim for so
65% of Muslims say there be
me for man sika
there be
engo sika cathedral bia
19% say omofo aso. And 16% say omini opinion.
Afi yemra mehwe say Roman forces saying, Methodist forces saying, Presby forces saying, Anglican forces saying, Pentecostal forces saying, Charismatic forces saying, others na can saying. Roman for no yes here do mansi ke kosi cathedral. Roman forces saying
70% of Roman Catholic
adherents
say there be omofo aso.
Roman for 70%.
Yes.
Tough pa mabake so kan ho.
And there be an interview no.
A Roman for 70% say
yes.
Me and for mani sika bia nkosi cathedral.
Absolutely.
Na
uti ho na a Roman Catholic bishop
na wadwene ho yi. Na me Methodist one so saying
72% of Methodists said there be.
Na Presby for so
72.
Almost so sa.
Yeah no.
Na me papa no Anglican voye
72%.
A Pentecostal voye
75. Kwa dem say omuchi no krok.
Yes, omuchi no krak. Charismatic CCC
70%.
Omu akasu others na
70%.
Oh, 2024 elections assembly aba bekan. Yamra sesi ana yamra me maybe tie.
Exi punk no. Needs FM.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no ho ade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Asew. Udan klanu tumu ho. Me be mo anu nso hye kura de aka ho. Wo hwe de wapi ho. O ka sa batete. Eda fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Crash up a baba worry.
Aso.
Ye fear say this way chocolate drink ya sorry no pa no ne nom. Ye be fridge nom no snack. Ye nya hoho no ne de serve wo mo. Ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a. This way chocolate drink ne nom. And this way no ti anu a. He se kire wom, kwakwo wom, brick wom, bibia wom. Ade wo hia ne so se.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so se.
FDA ahwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye.
Cool, fresh and trendy with a new look. Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you glow. Anytime. Natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Needs FM.
Neat 100.9 FM so any. Na awia yedi kan ene kwans eye obiri konfo Kofi Anoche. Wa musisi adan. Nsase ho manso bi a apuemu. Wane ene ocheman. Na honsam ya brobro so. Ansa ene wieye. Nienya reference yenya response say eye Kofi Asante Agyekum akwa. Ono adehye hene. Oso no so yema no eye akwanya efia dada yanimi. Ensase no honsem no emoa bi wo a wono so ode beba eye kwanmufuo no. Nansa ena ye global info analytics. Enom so twetwe nkomo. Na ya twetwe nkomo ena yaba bedru 2024 elections. Na over 5,000 respondents no 2024 elections no yaba biti na ansana no na blue ena me pese metie ne kakra na blue oma rendition of Kofi Kenyatta things fall apart yentie na fe no yenko 2024 elections and some of global info analytics oma kofa dia ba
Friday chapel all night, Saturday night you walk club in the moon. Area Morton's amen show can Google cap in the moon. As a ship in the other Bible in the bay, no Crawford say Narassos just snap in the bay. Into girls in the other chapel or pay no brother, one as soon a club or bay. In Sinyama Sumpa, na here is Sumia, it's a wunya. na bisa wasu mudanya mesumpa na yerisumia na wonyo fun wenti mfanchani nya mesumpa na yerisumia that's a robin kunda plastic nya mesumpa na yerisumia misatem budapa edanya me beba physical na so one consider pass and shine heaven when any pa cause no crown no so I suffering to one can sick of something to chapel and halfway to one ba onto one bow I won't put on the things fall apart echo was anointed men touch chapel was school supply. That's some members who want to me for one copy. In your mesumpa, na yerisumia. Bisa wunya, na bisa wasu muda nya mesumpa, na yerisumia. Jasuma mia erikuna jini jani. Nya mesumpa, na yerisumi. Num na membu ezo da shebitasi. Nya mesumpa, na yerisumia. Come so far, Nazia eke wada wa Maramushabu Nazia da warano Come so far, na wada wa no more
Ɔsi kamosafo no Jewa home Nana Blue Ɛna yɛte ne kyerɛ sɛ all my rendition of Kofi Kenyatta things fall apart nana ɔare hu hyem dɛ hu ye nana me yente ubem na mete won ka kyerɛ ata na Tardy Girl na me hu na sɛ pipe na no na eto sɛ a disco down na ɛwa na ɔno so no me hu ebi a me de ma asɛ merefa enti ensɛm no nyinaa ɛna yegusu a yɛne Global Info Analytics Executive Director Musa Dankwa ene no twetwe nkomo afi yenkonko hwe elections 2024 elections na yenhwe over 5,000 respondents no nipa over 5,000 no almost responses are almost ebaye first issue voter turnout see ye kwa koto aba ahoboa nipa bia ye say abatoɔ no ɔmbɛkɔ akɔtoɔ no voter turnout no na responses ne te saying
on the average nationwide no about 74% of Ghanaians say they are very likely or likely to vote.
Yes, apathy no enyan show bibi sa
we was through nationally.
Nationally
74%. It's not bad. And unlikely near 16%. Now, those who are not sure, 10%. Now, we break you way down, we be a assembly war.
Are you breaking down at the regional level?
At the regional level, and even at the party affiliation level.
And the party affiliation,
yes.
You party affiliation. A unique regional level, no?
Yes. Regional.
At the Greater Accra region, no?
Turnout to 75%, almost the same as the national average.
And Asante Soe
65%.
Asante Soe no. MPP here 80% or more. And now what they are going to name.
So these numbers will not work for MPP if this number stays low.
In the eastern region, also here
62% on Betwaba, very low.
Western region
74 on the average.
Western North
71 in the same average.
Water region
91%.
Oti region
Oti region yes 86%.
Abron region.
Bono 69%.
Na Bono East
Bono East 83%.
Na halfway
72%.
Significantly lower at the northern region. Why?
Yes.
Do we know?
We really can't tell.
Northern region voter turnout they're saying
62% in the northern region.
I just say what from?
From
northeast is also
90%.
Upper west
93%.
Upper east also low
61 yes also low.
Savannah
10%. Ubi
also
yes.
That was Savannah. Afe mienhwe.
Central 84%.
Central no ye 84%. Yes. Na MPP for do say no so beto aba.
Ho na asem no wo. Omo a omo so beto aba e wo MPP. Very likely and likely is 45%.
Only 45%.
Yes.
Out of the national average of 75, no?
Yes.
MPP for 45%.
So,
very likely. One more so amount to abano so
28%.
And now one more you too sure so
26%.
Then with the NDC, one more almost on to abano.
68% NDC.
It is some below the national average. No?
Yes.
One more so amount to about MP NDC
17%.
Not sure.
15%.
I think me voter psychology, voter priority. Say a dear pan top 3. A dank for akoma so mo de beto aba no. E saying.
The only say your mom long list. Not much to miensa pe.
Long list. Na mo choose top 3.
Top 3. In top 3 no de my no. E bi ni economy. 22% of the responses were on economy. 17% of those responses were on jobs. And 15% were on education.
Top 3 near economy, job creation, and education. 22% for the economy, 17% for job creation, and then 15% for education.
Yes.
Now, mami baby, water, no water, himpa. This time round, water
no, enu ye unique to Shama.
Oh,
Omono Efia
Shama.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And the security of 5%.
Yes. Which means a month for okay with security now. They're not mentioning it as an issue.
And issues are my woman. I think as to who is better placed to manage the economy. Dr. Baumia, Alan Chematin, Dr. Dufour, John Dramani Mahama, and someone else saying our responses in this city.
Voters no only 2% almost say for manage the economy better.
Only 2% say Kwabnado for any bit me manage the economy better. Then
13% say Alan any better. And 17% say Dr. Baumia. And 55% say His Excellency
John Dramani Mahama. Okay.
And 13% say somebody else.
Then with the job opportunities and also now responses are the same.
For 2%. Alan 15%. Baumia 20%. And John Mahama 50%.
To manage education, so swear.
And also for 2%. Alan 13%. Baumia 21%. And Mahama.
To build infrastructure, responses are the same.
For still on 2%. Alan 13%. Baumia 18%. John Mahama 50%.
Now, to the almighty MPP primaries.
Yes.
Who to lead the MPP? Over 5,000 persons. And Yepoli Omo. And Yajomo responses. Now, over 5,000 no, selected randomly from 75 constituencies. And also, so you selected randomly. Over 4 million voters. And there was 75 constituencies. No? Now, enipa 5,000 each. And now, you could busa woman some. Now, almost over 5,000. No? A percentage is saying, and another MPP, and a percentage is saying, and another NDC.
NDC 39%.
39%
yes.
Of the over 5,000. And now, Omuji Tum so NDC.
And now 36% say Omuye MPP.
The MPP for 36 and NDC for 39.
The Yehuni say, almost MPP no, a sort.
Normal Kibusebu almost the movie. A Fenia Bebus almost say, party
without too much.
And almost ferry as one by Giatum, some MPP for.
The only say, usually no personal na MPP affiliates outnumber NDC. This time around no, we have seen consistently moving average say MPP is hitting and staying 36%. And NDC is rising because there's a new block B. There's a new block B. Almost see other parties. Among dom PPP, among dom PNC, among dom CPP, among dom NDC, any MPP. Almost see other parties. Ya doors on chain normally. It means almost free baby. And I'm not for more among some there. And we believe say they are from MPP.
It is disgruntled MPP will be every group.
Yes.
And that heading we don't know.
We don't know.
Right. In April, na any percent in percentage points, and I know almost on better Alan Martin LED MPP.
In April, no. Now 43% say on better Alan Martin.
In April, no. Now 43% say as on better about the ama Alan Martin. Right?
And 40% say on better ama Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
There was a gap of 3%.
3%.
Then Dr. Baumia 40%.
Yes.
In April.
Yes.
Alan Martin 43%.
Yes.
In April.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And Nay.
And Canada Japan were 4% at the time.
In April, and Canada Japan 4%.
Aye.
And in July. Anybody do say some better Alan Martin leader of the MPP.
42%.
42%.
Swati by 1%.
And the sign is about to amount Dr. Baumia.
Baumia 35%. Swati by 5%.
5%. Like I said, Dr. Baumia vote, as to who leads MPP, Echo form. And so now there's a gap of 7%.
Yes.
As opposed to in April, now there was a gap of 3%.
Yes.
Like I said, Alan is extending as captured in the executive summary.
Yes. Between the gap between him and Baumia.
The gap between him and Baumia
is increasing.
It's increasing.
But he has dropped a point.
A point.
Compared to April.
Compared to April.
But Baumia has dropped 5 points.
5 points.
Compared to April. And these drops had gone to Canada Japan.
This drop, because in April, Canada Japan at 4, and now in July, he goes up 7 points to
11%.
11%. A common year. Ura, and go for post no family boomio. Miribe boo. Kwame Ajafon, or go for post no me boomio. Ujumu tamid bebu. Chief Constable Munkanchano, or Bakwami Usu Munkanchano. That means me the bebuno. Now, someone else for us was saying.
Someone else, 7% in April. A cost through to 9%. And others no. In Katinkitan Mukahonu, do Gate no money, economic preku, dynamo, not only 6%, I feel eco form to 3%.
You, I feel me by party affiliation. Trematin, Baumia, and Japan, someone else, and others. MPP for the door saying, almost say, almost pair send catch Trematin should be the leader. Of should lead MPP after Ranado.
41% of MPP people want Alan Martin.
Na Dr. Baumi MPP for the door saying
44%.
Right. So MPP for no.
Yes.
I say Olidi. It's a better share in terms of numbers. 155 to 93 no. So NDC for the door saying a person Alan Martin a lead MPP.
47%.
47%.
Aye.
Chabatino attracts others from MDC. Absolutely. And then MPP NDC for the door saying and a person Dr. Baumia
29%.
Now then CPP for Dr. Baumia Samsa.
MBSM.
And so CPP for the door saying and some person Dr. Baumia
34% say Ompe Baumia.
Now PNC for so Ompe wine.
PNC for do Ompe Alan 35%.
The floating voters and say Ompe wine.
Ompe Alan by 40% to 24%.
40% of the floating voters say Alan.
Alan, yes.
And sense Ompe Dr. Baumia
24%.
Then MPP for sign a pet Canada Japan
8%.
NDC for the door send a peck in Japan.
13%.
CPP for the door saying
20%.
PNC for the door send a peck in Japan.
22%.
PPP for the door send a peck in Japan.
22%.
And the floating voters sign a peck in Japan.
18%.
And the others. And then incidentally, the others, 44% so much Martin.
Yes.
And then how many of them Dr. Baumia?
27%.
At the regional permutations, yes, regionally, Greater Accra percentage is saying one percentage. Alan should be the next MPP leader.
53% Alan.
Greater Accra.
And 28% Baumia. 7% Canada Japan.
In the Asante region,
39% Alan. Baumia 40. So only 1% gap.
1% gap.
In Ashanti region.
Baumia appears to tie with Alan.
Yes.
With just a percentage between them. Alan at 39 and Dr. Baumia at 40.
Yes.
Then in the eastern region, 36%
say Omope Alan. And at 23% say Omope Baumia. Alan leads in the eastern region.
Then in the western region,
Alan 30, Baumia 29 is tied.
Western North
31 for Baumia. Sorry, for Alan. 39 for Baumia.
In the Volta region,
surprisingly, Baumia 38. Alan 35.
Oti region
46 for Baumia and 16. Sorry, 46 for Alan. 16 for Baumia.
That is Oti region, 46% per Alan.
Yes.
And 16% per Baumia. Yes. Then in the Bono region,
42 Alan. 39 Baumia. Almost statistically tied as well.
Then in the Bono East region,
Bono East 29% Alan. 38 Baumia.
Half region,
52 Alan. 37 Baumia.
Northern region,
7% Alan. 92% Baumia.
Northeast region,
26% Alan. 55% Baumia.
Upper West region,
39 Baumia. For 39 Alan. 55 Baumia.
In the Upper East region,
66 Alan. And 30% Baumia.
In the Upper East region,
East region, yes.
Then in the Savannah region,
53% Alan. 26% Baumia.
Let's just say in the Savannah region, Alan beats Baumia.
Yes.
53 to 26.
Yes.
Then in the Central region,
57 Alan and 21 Baumia.
Then in terms of delegates,
yes,
how many delegates are saying that they are actual NPP delegates?
All in all, no, we have 273 delegates.
Out of the 5,000, no?
Yes.
Over 5,000, you move 273. They're not almost
MPP delegates. Yes.
Now MPP delegates, no, of the 273, no, saying I say almost per Alan.
35% on per Alan.
Representing how many of the 273?
About 93%.
93 delegates. And representing 35%.
Yes.
And how many of the 273 actual delegates, no? And so I'm Dr. Baumia.
144.
144 delegates. I want to confirm so I'm MPP delegates, no?
Yes.
As I'm Dr. Baumia. Yes. Representing what percentage?
Now, it gives 55%. Almost say almost 12 you free. Calculate the percentages.
All right. And then how many of actual delegates NSA out of the 273 NSA almost Canada Japan?
11.
And then someone else?
Someone else here 11.
And then others, no?
Others here 4.
Now of the 273, no? Emudu was saying a confirm said they would actually vote
263 so Ometwaba.
Out of the 273.
10 say Omuntwaba.
Of the 75 constituencies, you know, na yetimi S3KT, Alan, any Baumia, any Canada Japan, S3KT, one 75 constituencies, you know, in the Greater Accra region. How many of the constituencies and Dr. Baumia win here, and how many Alan's win here?
Greater Accra, Baumia we need 4 constituencies.
4 constituencies.
Alan, we need 10. And in Japan, we need 2.
It is just a year. of the 75 constituencies, no, emu 16 Greater Accra constituencies. Emu 13 Asante. Emu 7 Eastern region. Emu 3 Bono region. Emu 3 Bono East region. Emu 1 Hafu. Emu 7 Central region. Emu 5 Northern region. Emu 1 Northeast region. Emu 2 Oti region. Emu 4 Volta region. Emu 3 Upper West region. Emu 2 Upper East region. Emu 1 Savannah region. Emu 5 Western region. Emu 2 Western North. Into of the 16 regions in the Greater Accra, about 75 on the mono. Saying na Alan Nyana, saying na Dr. Baumia Nyana, saying na Kennedy Japan Nyana.
Alan nya 10
out of the 16.
16.
And na Dr. Baumia.
Onya 4.
And na Kennedy Japan.
Onya 2.
Of the 13 constituencies, I was Santino. Alan nya saying.
Alan nya 4.
In the Asante region. Dr. Baumia nya saying.
Nya 8.
Kennedy nya saying.
Wanya bi. And about Kennedy, any Alan, a board draw.
I was Asante. Then in the eastern region of the 7 constituencies, they were mono. Alan nya saying.
Alan nya 4.
And Dr. Baumia nya saying.
Nya 1.
And Kennedy Japan nya saying.
Nya 2 over eastern region.
Of the 3 constituencies, there were Bono region. Alan nya saying.
Alan nya 1.
And Dr. Baumia nya saying.
Nya 2.
Of the 3 regions now, there were 3 constituencies that nya ewo Bono East no. Dr. Baumia nya saying.
Baumia nya 2. And Alan nya 1.
I have region 1 constituency pen nearby.
Alan ne 5.
Alan ne 5. Central region 7 constituencies nearby.
Alan 5 nina.
Of the 7 constituencies now, a bar free central region.
Yes.
Alan nya 7 nina. Of the northern region 5 nearby. Dr. Baumia.
Alan anyabi. Baumia 5 nina.
Nina. Northeast no ba ko pen nearby.
Baumia ne 5.
Oti region mienu nearby.
Alan 5 nina.
Water region 4 nearby.
Baumia nya baako. Alan nya mienu. Ena Kennedy nya baako.
Upper West no 3 nearby.
Upper West 2 echo Baumia. 1 a draw between Alan and Baumia.
And Kennedy Japan
and Baumia.
Alan and Baumia.
Omuko draw.
Omuko draw. Upper West. Then in the Upper East, 2 constituencies nearby. Alan nya saying.
Alan nya baako.
And baako so draw.
Omuko draw.
One a board draw no.
Mr. Kennedy ni
any Alan any a board draw Upper East. Then in the Savannah region, baako pen nearby. One nya
Baumia 5.
Western region 5 nearby.
Baumia 2. Alan nya 1. Tie. 2 places.
2 places and there was a tie.
Tie, yes.
In the Western North 2 nearby.
Alan nya baako and Baumia nya baako.
Right. In terms of constituencies, you know, and what you mean, I into constituencies out of the 75, you know, Alan nya saying.
Man can boom, but I think 18,
36,
19, 20. I think it's 36.
36.
Yes.
As against Dr. Baumia 29.
29, yes.
And a Kennedy nya 5.
Yes.
And a draw no so 5.
5, yes.
Into of the 75 constituencies, you know, Alan we need 36 out of the 75 constituencies. And then Dr. Baumia we need 29 out of the 75 constituencies. And then Kennedy won 5. And there's a tie of a further 5. So, Obia Jimmy and 50 plus 1. That was MPP num. Because of Kennedy Japan. It's a bus after young called runoff between Alan and Dr. Baumia. What happened?
Runoff no. Who say about 70% of Kennedy supporters would end up voting for Alan. If
70% of a Canadian Japan adherents, no?
Yes.
Sekoba say
runoff.
There's a runoff. Canadian Japan 75%, no? 70% beko akojina Alan echi.
Yes.
And until ma Alan nya saying
60%.
And Dr. Baumia nya saying
40%.
So what we should watch said there could be a kind of a relationship between Alan and Kennedy Japan.
Yes, I think what we have seen from who we've spoken to, there are voters are strong Nado backers. Support Nado very strongly. They don't like Alan, and they can't think of voting for Bawumia. This group of voters have found home
in Kennedy Japan. And in the event of anybody not scaling 50+1, no,
then there will be a trade-off, horse trading.
Horse trading.
And then whoever gets his support, become.
And at present, you are watching up to 70% of Kennedy Japan supporters
are going
drifting to Alan.
Yes.
Oi, what Dauroma. NDC primaries. Mahama is a fait accompli.
And the fact.
It's a fact. It Midibesia. Nama Mancroft, no, I may invite you or more a comment. Atiana. Na Global Info Analytics. We didn't win your study, so research.
Yeah, among for say, how can a small company like that as able to such a extensive work? You see, we invested so much in what we needed to use today 3 years ago. No be all the infrastructure, no IT systems, they're building in 2019 with our partners supporting us to build the system. So when we are going to the field, we have your NIPA or more field needed that. We have over 150 field officers across all over the country. Time no one they hear and say, hey, you're cool. No more sorry. Also, be a school for teacher for nurses for so and tied employment so we have some kind of voluntary arrangement with them. Say, at a reasonable cost. Because we are and for profit. It is to serve the country and to contribute towards the governance of this country. But you have to invest in the system. There's no boarding. So, and I report new as well. You be a month for a better report in free and chain. So, in Kitibia, it is so national, it is showing Colano. But I don't work in say, and brain also. We need what we call our corporate social responsibility.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Now, finally, me must say, a political polling penamoye.
The Ukraine, it be and your political polling.
So you earn income from non-political polling.
Absolutely. Yeah. What we call market research. In fact, you publish it every 6 months. The FNO banking brand survey. You could be banking customers. The bank banner almost save or so any and so just about brands within the banking sector. And yes, I other service for corporate, employee engagement service, customer service, market research. Nina Yebi. And sign political opinion polls. Yeah.
Wait, there's a lot of data in here. Is it likely, say, you better go deeper into it as to what is happening in the 75 constituencies?
Absolutely. For every constituency, we have a complete report
of what is happening
there.
And
also, in fact, you find the Toma MPs so you can see what is happening in your constituency. But we need the national in character. So you're the man among for free. But very detailed one. No, you different comprehensive report. No, and no, you share so many angles. Now here, say, approve another. No, why not tuma? Say, approve another. No. It gives you a clue as to how or who you can talk to. So Alan, say, oh, we know
another day, I'm not about to come once. Now, yet there was consistently it's year more likely that in early middle November. Nyame be yadom. I'm at the third quarter poll no. And no swabber out. And you be swab on them, but in between no, you better drill it down into how the MPs are also faring.
Now the mechanism say out of the 75 you poll, you know, only 10.
Only 10 are safe. In most 65, either way.
Yes, both NDC and MPP.
Me also na betimi no wedi ho nkomo. Me ba ka ho asem. Aye Owura Musa Dankwa, Executive Director, Global Info Analytics. Edwase. I keep on doing it. Obi se me nka nkyere wo say, opa adwuma foforo fa won saye. Na wono de dey say political fanatics ni bi. Aya na ukɔhwɛ no profile. Dabi emane mo bia. Uhwɛ no profile. No say kokɔhwɛ ni fufuo so nam. Ɔtwe ase ya yi adwuma na emma metena se enkeka bibia keke. Ade ana behwɛ o profile no, unyo obi o se yanyam wa ye kora de ma. Ade ana na twuje no asa keke bi saa keke. Uyo ɔtwe ase ya pa. Obi a wo so wonyi data nie no.
Polling no enye me full time job.
On pe bibi mfa ne nsa enye. Na ukɔkɔhwɛ no profile na. Dabi enye ne nsa no de type nsem hunu no. Wo yi wotwe ase ya pa. Wo yi wotwe ase ya pa.
Sweet poison. Friday chapel all night.
Nana K wa say, you better some few comments from him. Amaliba Kingsley Haruna, you better some few comments. But for now, Nana Blue, you are still tuning into NEAT 100.9 FM.
Say Nara's just snap in the bay. Into girls and I do chapel or pine no brother. One of Sona clap or bay. Sing a mesumpa, na erisumia. Bisa wunya, na bisa wasu mudanya mesumpa, na erisumia. Na wunya fun went to me venturing. Yamasumpa, na erisumia. That's a robin kunda plastic. Yamasumpa, na erisumia. Misatin Budapa, Edanya me beba physical now. So one comes to the pass, and shine heaven when any pa. Cause no crown, no, I so a soft wind to one can.
Your friend say, Musa, yes. Dr. Frank Asare, don't cause me Musa say, identity and answer, wo ye be before MPP, when national leaders conference, we be before.
Debbie, holy uncle.
I didn't know one call.
You see. It be a intimate statistical analysis of Yemben, Yanka himself.
Be a multimedia statistical analysis. I know the Manco
almost sample near so small.
Over 6,000
can be influenced by so many things.
By so many things. Oh,
so I know Yanko.
Okay.
Ufreya Yanka oneself.
Because other things a bit to me.
Exactly.
I influence.
Exactly.
There's incumbrances.
Even when you have spoken to them,
them grana, and Yano Kran will catch it on. Yanity acquire me and Sasu being to me man and Sasui. Dr. Frank Asare Donko, who are Reshimu, who are London, such a reputable person. But here we are.
Yamasumpa, na erisumia. That's a robin kunda plastic. Yamasumpa, na erisumia. Misatin Budapa. Edanya me beba physical now. So one comes to the pass, and shine heaven when any pa. Cause no crown, no, I so a soft wind to one can. Sick of something to chapel and half wind to one back. Onto my one bow, I won't put on the things fall apart. Echo was anointed men touch. Chapel wo school supply. That's some members who went to me for one copy. In Yamasumpa, na erisumia. Bisa wunya, na bisa wasu muda Yamasumpa, na erisumia. Jasuma mia erikuna jini jani. Yamasumpa, na erisumi. Num na membu ezo da shebitasi. Yamasumpa, na erisumia.
Right, enti yengusu na in the final 10 minutes, any issue of your choice, Nanaki, and what trans.
Ofa, Major so. Fana, to say.
I mean, I do me a home, eh?
Yeah, Abidjafua, Asia, Omuti Neat FM. I'm saying, Omotemen can cover 3 weeks. And you need a home, I'm a home for me. And you may have my idea. Yet, me, I saw your baby. Fana, Yamini, Edana say. I watch him. NPP ne Osno Kokoko Manyukufo no echo your friends at your conference. They kwa ko select ya candidate na nyame adom ofa victory ba ko ame eyemanije na me dan say rest even in team wa wadamfo wa pre-position ba ko for long 5 consecutive times. Na ohwe victory na wonya ne so a ofa nipa to aba no about 6,000 no utimi puli mu 4,000 plus, so you can imagine odo a Ghana for any NPP for abrewe say mu omada na di akire ura 17 ofa de ma nije na ma ho se pense minim se wonya the speech ni bitie ya oso wa bre wa ye juma wa sacrifice and son and sakasa victory no into offer obe cherish victory no na to me na de amano no obe kura ne se kosua onfa me ya hantan onfa me ye kasachitwi na emum o de be som party ni sompa o chena bi oni honom a manfo be dane o mani akase ampa enan mu bi yeto abade ma owura bi e friend Steven Intim na ne dwuma di obedi ye no obedi dwuma a esombo na eso sene tebe time for abanyina eno de owura 17 me mani age am for your victory emum adwuma owura chema makomanu be boy ne de he me papa me tu chema na ba bi wo bia me gidi ye so owura 17 ebe bo ne homoden gidi ayenum bi nya wonimu kasama no no menim ye se nim dia wo ahobrase ene odo a wo de ma party fo no ofa obeye dwumaden aso ye ni ama na so party fo nyina ni ofa de toss mienu another victory nso a me kodwo mesa bohu se eyowura Justin Frimpong kodua victory ofa menim se Justin kodua victory de okọ Facebook ni ade a ubenya many of ADAKABRI many times na eye campaign ma Justin kodua ofa na nanga ho
adaroma
menu mienu afidie we ya so haniti he ya na Justin kodua campaign na me yema no na me nyama no because of MPP ni me yema no because of ahobrase any odo abrante ni wo in the days of asokwa den nemu aba region be adwuma region e de ba wayi ofa so far Justin kodua ye pani ba ko MPP mu a me I'm not surprised say grassroots ni to abade man say o ma general secretary because what demonstrated to them say adwuma no obetimi aye no obeye nso amana yiyi ena ne slogan ne campaign no ye ne say obeye owura ya obeye adwuma kase dambotwe dwuma wo ma ayema MPP no waso no na dambotwe of our time obefa dambotwe nim de befa owura ankodwo so afiri ye say adwo nim de befa mpanifo aka no afa yan enua pani dombodu so nim de no aka ni nyina abom no de adi party nanim kan de toso bie ma ofa mebo na baso say odaso ka executive nim reta talata asobaire wa wuni aba although we move kodachi ko second vice there but we a kire say emre ya oteso na odaso adwuma ma MPP no MPP for any so na dwuma oye no ofa meka ni nyina bom na bi ketijemfo a futa any other people any other friend say position bia no de mesra ne say mayem fanye ehuro kasatwitwie because omawe mu election wini no 50+1 tala na eba o me ami wofa say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na eba o ta kompreko oye nyina nso yadamfo ye yonko breko be ofa let me kan what ase ye yonko breko pe so no so na eba o se me am of abuache jako na eba o mate se me wo FRIMPONG kwabena Japan so ayiniti so no so be contest bi enti de obeba no ofa yenyina ehia nka bomu na yede akwakodi nkunim no 2024 election no eya dwuma kese na me de mani je se executive ya Saturday yi twa mu yi ya to obayi wo mu no ombeya dwumaden e de akroso ta 8-year bridge no unze da bi ofa meta aka se ebo football oma ejina park ne so bo no eto da because e bia afi bia na se game bia bebu bia from nti ya na overconfidence nti omota ye mistakes udu obi firi akire bem reserve player bi bem a ubo so de ahode foforo kura na aba game nim gidi pa ba bia bo de beko bia no de akire enu so timi bo team ni ma ne di che go nti me de me ni me se ta afofrofo a de oma bamu omo so be try so be justify omo inclusion amid the victory kese abre MPP 2024
mienti de amalba so
mesre unity nkabomu kese yato internal election na wie do win ye do lose ye moma ye nyina nkamom owura Jombo adu supporters nka ho ye ya enye ye owura omare wade supporters nka ho ye ya enye ye miami nua ketua ye friend say obi abedi di peche ono so won supporters abanga munjina momra na ye nkamom na de mesra nso de ofa oma bibinti ofa me de manusi oma bibinti ye suspend wo mo no abraso say current executives no ebehwe no mo de oma babak na omo so aba besom na ye yiye eno ne ade a mesra fi current executives no
anu hwam
ofa
nene de oditi ne bae
abazeogrofo edo omukuta yi uhuzo mkuta botu ya na nye ti o
over yenshu
ya na nye ti over yanom
eja je enne de yeso ya tibio
nwanwa
no ofri adanse etuo ho no
enya agromesa de mfoni ofa de kuta ni nya agromesa nko be isu blue abayiwa bi ka body ko school no ko je free sem obviously abayiwa kwala kitwe bi
ya ko topic
body ko
time
body ko school and ko je free sem pink bema besi abati sem pink pink in the futa and I didn't know that what bu na nim ne makuregu so eye de ofa so na beka
Ofa bichiao chat for so we see that brother let me wish you a spirit recovery it's so unfortunate say na no home fano but one text me say no home fano
over them say edu where the man for test me ofie say
now we
ye tie show no akwa was akwala kwatiro kasa bebere
kwa me hu no kura no I was a bit taken aback say na in fact no kura ni na ma bom ti mo pose na wa de na esi ntia wonsi ya biem do hono tunze na me attack ho
unze Saturday ushi a me grounds no o ye try cross nka o be interview ba me catch you say me nye fit
over MPP for to about your music career no motor studio da ho na se de me de me ba ne Ghana for be so bom endra me hwe video bi on social media Facebook to be precise ma me bi wo se ne kuna dwane agya no 3 years ne ma 4 o hwe be mai wo ba bia wo hunu na arehosam ne se papa ne driver na petrol nsam o mampine ku fodo adaroma o de aye atwa pia da bia wo se wo a wo twe ne mimi ama petrol boy ye den ama ontimi ne kunu ntimi ye sales de ko wi asini na se waja de kunu ja busua no ho adwane sanse agene ka and he can feed the family arehosam no I don't support the be manaye no na mom ekwan bi so no o hyedodo over families are collapsing. Mean can make markers 75 to 89% of a member who want to mean satisfy my uranium because of a hunchera about mine. So, over if you care to know, 1983 na mini ho, but pen someone ma wofua kana mate abako sema mashua ene mpeni sema mate frimpeni mfobi ho including wo Father Kabra wotiwe. E ma me hunu say 1984 83 eno Hawaii na munei. Today's hardship is unprecedented. Incidentally, 1983 was occasioned by Adio Wibekasa force majeure. A factors are not a beyond human beyond human authority or human situation. But ene ni yewo mwidie nipa okofa how na ba ina yo mampini akufado ene mamini obake no furiata. They have brought us here. Regrettably, And sadly, and indeed, for the record, over when him say, Omampene Kufuor, ne ma ina so ye ma nko Come him say, memma omo ma de komo abadoye. Omampene Kufuor abadoye ni mu. So mine mu ya den, na ho kire ba. Eye ma te say mame a o kana ko samo api o Facebook amanye bia hwe. Womo no mo bre. Because eto de den a met ma ro me coat ni me tie sign cry ha. Na my time say can you come papa fu ma dance groom sir. By 3 months time me produce bunches here. Okay? And master no betimi ado. But abna mo we to achi ontumi no. Na wo de they say during the count podium. No I say asem no kra.
Why catch us
betimi aye survive no senior play we don't have time.
Please.
Adwuma ye mama betimi aye no.
In the
the women cannot do that. And to offer.
So ni ma.
And now o mani mo ye dinya man come po we achi ewe nchiri. I was surprised. Come on, power real boy, actually. Me who be that?
I don't want to go, sir.
Of come on. Of teacher move.
Come on, if you go, sir.
Yapon. Yeah, can say, O mani more day. One penny come for all turn to so. I'm
about growing down my brother already.
If you pass that's wrong. And for Emma, Ura Malaba Kingsley, and Nanaki. Amalba Kingsley of the NDC stock and a K of the MPP stock. ADAKABRI Mahmudu Usiuma. Nti na Ogusuna Watie. Sabri Widie. Eye Olakoko Michael na die Kofie. Na odi ebe Kofie Jojo.